That is a way to end a recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanna make
Everyone's
sure
okay.
Yeah. Woo.
Yup.
Good way to good way to at least
He's
make sure
okay, everyone. He's
everyone's all
okay.
right.
It's okay,
He's
guys.
okay, guys.
All
It's
part of the show.
Yeah.
live demo, everyone. Live demo.
It's gonna take a sec for the chat to realize he's not dead.
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute.
So,
Like,
I like how I'm not gonna Natalie wrote, like, fuck Minecraft for now. We got a man down.
Yeah, we got a
For
man.
real,
exactly.
man. Fuck Minecraft.
Exactly. Yo, let me get
Man down.
Let me get some of this battlecraft. This battle front up here.
Battlecraft.
Yeah.
Battle crap.
Battlecraft. This. Let's see.
People in my chat are like saying, "This is why I hate ice."
Yo, yup.
No, I'm
Yup, said
I'm
that.
better now, but
Better
that
get-
was...
Yeah, man. No, it's alright,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, bro.
The important part is that
You're good, man. As long
You're
as
right,
you're
man.
okay now, that's all good, man.
Was that your first choking?
What?
All right.
We ain't done that.
That's your answer, bro.
We ain't done that.
What?
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
No problem. Don't
The
choke on
first
ice.
one. First
Very
one.
nice.
The first one is the worst.
Yeah, I've had an asthma attack before. It sucks. Like, I know how it feels to like breathe through a straw.
One time, I told
I
this to
wasn't
Soul.
breathing at all.
Oh, that's kind of
I
how an asthma.
swallowed a whole ice cube, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
how an asthma attack feels.
That's an
like.
asthma attack, brother. Like, it's
Oh
kind of
my
fucked.
God.
It's like you have that normal choking. It's like sometimes you feel like you're not gonna breathe, and then you try to breathe through your nose, and you're fine. When you really fucking choke, it's like I can't breathe through my throat. Let me try my nose. That's not working either.
Right.
And that's the worst fucking. I don't know what happened. I told a story to Sober once. I just got home. We went out, hung out and shit. Came home. I'm like, man, I'm really thirsty. I drank some like soda out of the bottle. I was drinking it so fast that the gas was building up. All right, and we stopped drinking, but the muscle continued swallowing. And when I tried to stop, and I tried to burp, it's like the gas stopped the drinking motion, slammed shut my pipe. I wasn't even choking on anything. You know what I was choking on? My body thought I was probably in a situation where I'm drowning. The body will seize the breathing. So nothing, no liquid will go into the lungs. I couldn't even make a noise. I was like, ooh, 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 like that.
Or it's like that feeling whenever you're a young kid and you're swimming in a pool or a lake or river or whatever, and you're underwater and your asshole friends are holding you underwater because they think it's fucking funny.
Yeah,
and
I
you're
hate
just
that shit.
you're just reaching
That
that. You're
means
just
you need a new set of friends.
Yeah,
you're-
just
Yeah,
say-
that's never happened to me.
yeah.
Otherwise, I would not have friends anymore.
They're disowned then.
I would
Yeah.
have-
Just say,
I
my
would-
friends did that to
I
me
would
if I
have
knock them out.
gravestones that I hang out with.
If that happens to me, they stay in that fucking pool.
As a kid, fucking adults always want to throw me in there. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh shit! Yeah, I almost drowned like that as a kid.
Had that happen.
I went to Puerto Rico for the first time as a kid. Meets some family down there, and one of my uncles like thought I could swim, just scooped me up, threw me into the fucking ocean, and I almost fucking drowned. My dad had to fucking jump in the water and get me.
That's the Puerto Rican test.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
like,
no,
test.
I'm black.
that's the same shit
No,
they did.
I'm black.
It is. That's true.
Dude, I come out like,
Sorry, the black part of me can't swim. That's a lot of it.
That's 50%. That's a
Yeah.
failing grade.
excuse, like, fucking I'm from New York City.
Yeah. It's like I'm from Detroit, man.
So, yeah, good stories, guys. Great.
Hey, man.
Yo,
We're trying to make you feel better, Felix.
yeah,
Sorry.
man.
Yeah, best night of my life. I almost choked on Ice Cube.
Well, welcome to the club, because I've done it like 2 times. It sucks, but look, I'm really glad you're good, man. I'm really glad you made it
We
through.
were more worried it was something a lot worse than that.
We're about to have an
honestly.
incident on stream, and that would suck for you.
Yeah, but
He
you'd
like
have
shut
gotten a
down
lot
the
of
stream.
this stream would have gotten a lot of views after that.
It
But like,
sure
oh
would've.
man, did you? This is the stream where a kid died. Yeah, man, let's watch it.
I would have been googling Super Phoenix's house number. What is it? Go Google.
You wouldn't have found that number. You'd have had to contact Homie Dan and be like, Homie Dan, what's Super Phoenix's house number?
Yo, Ramsey, is this a new Metal Gear trailer? Oh
Union
shit!
Oh
It's
my
the
god!
second
I
one.
watched that whole trail. I watched that whole trailer. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But the last scene, I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
yup, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, this is
Yup,
with
yup.
With them
Oh,
kids.
there's a dog in it.
Terrible influence. What is it? Influence?
Les enfants terribles.
Yes.
Les enfants terribles.
All right, let me play.
I'm surprised nobody made a CSI Miami joke there though.
Apparently,
Like,
this
that-
one is different and shorter.
Yeah, it's like a minute and some change. Ooh, yo, Konami.
As soon as I saw that blonde-haired kid, I'm like, dude, that's gonna be either David or Liquid.
Okay.
What's Liquid's real name? Anybody know?
Ah, shit, I forgot.
Can't remember.
Fuck, man! I need to complete Metroid. I need to complete Metal Gear Solid. I need to complete.
Remember, it has McDonald Miller, but I know that's not his.
Metroid
Fantasy.
Solid.
Yeah,
I,
that's
there's so
Okay.
His
many.
real name is Asshole.
Eric, if you're gonna play Metal Gear Solid 1, I'd tell you this: enemies in that game are really stupid.
oh shit!
They operate on vision cones, so if you're literally
Yeah.
on the edge of their vision cone and you do not touch them,
Yeah, they
they
don't
won't
see you.
see you.
Yeah.
Yo, is that Master Miller?
Yeah,
Page one.
Yo,
that's Kazaragi.
That's the short trailer. There was a longer trailer that we watched live on the YouTube
Yes.
stream earlier.
And I would say, if you're gonna play any Metal Gear Solid 1, if you can, play
Oh,
Twin Sticks.
The Twin Snakes.
I actually have beat Twin Snakes back in the day when I had a GameCube. Oh,
so-
my original GameCube. Yeah.
Silly fun. I loved it.
cool. So now you can just jump straight to 2 and watch Naked Men
And
cartwheel.
then play Acid. Fuck you, I played Acid.
I don't wanna play
That's how
it.
dedicated I was.
Yo, card games. Let's go. Again.
Call battle.
Card
I'm gonna shoot
espionage.
you. Wait, I gotta pull a card first.
I know. I know.
I
that-
play the gun card.
I know that. I know the gun card.
That's what you do with acid.
I know,
I'm not like.
I know that the end of this trailer has what's her face sniping the end of his
Yeah.
cigar and it lights. My bullshit meter hit like 13 and I was like, that whatever. It's a video game. Whatever.
Oh my god, your bullshit meter makes no difference in this franchise.
Like, you might as well pack that shit away,
I
because
know.
Yeah.
Silly fucking bullshit.
it's just gonna break.
Ellie is apparently the name of Liquid.
Ellie?
Ellie. E-L-I.
Really?
Oh no, it's Eli. It's Eli.
That's
Eli?
Eli,
Oh,
bro.
oh,
Right. Oh, okay.
So when you started
I'm
Denzel
sorry, my
Washington movie, you thought it was
my-
the Book of Ellie?
Yo, dude, like I'm in Japanese mode, so like I read it incorrectly, unfortunately.
Right. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, it's weird like that.
It's all good.
When Phoenix goes in, he goes in. You know, this is the guy who didn't know that Duck had a podcast. Remember that?
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Actually, I knew that Doc had a podcast.
Oh,
I was
did you?
He doesn't.
I'm being,
Slow down, soul bro. Don't you choke now.
Yeah, careful.
Hold on, man.
Yeah, those ice kills are dangerous, man.
I was pulling a Yamcha.
Doc, when you get a second, check the video clip I just sent you on.
Oh, that's funny.
Yo, I like
Oh,
this.
real quick, that rare collection. Sweet lord,
Yeah.
I want that.
Holy shit!
If that recollection doesn't have 007, I don't want it.
I don't think
wait,
it does.
doesn't.
They don't have the license. They had remember they couldn't get the license when everyone wanted a sequel. So what did they do?
Perfect Dark.
They made Perfect Dark, and those are on there. But they got the Battletoads arcade.
That's what I was wondering if they had it. I might have missed that when I saw the
Do they
trailer.
have a
or something.
button to skip?
Battletoads. They have two Battletoads. I want to say they actually have the one that was on the NES, and they got Battletoads arcade. They got RC Pro-Am, RC Pro-Am 2. Your favorite fucking game is on there, Solar Jetman.
Is it really? Piece of
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Now, I'm under the impression, there's an article on IGN I saw. I'm under the impression that out of those 30 games, even the old school ones that have like 2-player modes and shit,
Yeah.
it will not have online play. They didn't actually put the effort, because that's man hours.
Yeah, that
To
is.
put the effort to put an online code for those old school games to go online.
Mm-hmm.
But the games that were released originally on the Xbox and so forth that had live,
Mhm.
they list them as being able to go online.
Damn. Yeah, it even has RC Pro-Am, dude. Holy shit.
I just told you that.
Does it have a Cobra Triangle?
Mother? No, I didn't see that. Do you have the list in front of you now? I'm trying to find it now.
So it's safe to assume there's no Who Framed Roger Rabbit on this.
No.
Yeah, okay, I figured it would be.
No, damn it, man. Shit that is like their license.
I wish it was on there. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That fucking game was hard as balls, but it was so
We're
much
the
fun to play.
only ones.
I thought it was just a movie.
We're the only ones that like that game.
I know. you
Well,
got
hey.
the greatest feeling when you got to Toontown, though. Holy shit!
Wasn't it? I'm like, we thought it was because we played so many games prior to that game, and how many times they give us bullshit? I'm like, oh, we'll never see that.
Yeah.
That game talks about it, and it actually fucking puts you in there.
You have to work your ass to get there, though. Holy shit.
Toontown?
In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the NES game. You gotta work
Hey,
your
as
ass
I
off to
said
get there.
this, I am doing better now, guys. Like, I am not in as much pain as I previously was.
We knew
I
you
can
would be alright,
breathe.
baby.
But my voice
So-
is cracked up. But oh,
So we're
man.
trying to lighten the mood because right now your heart is probably still racing a fucking.
You know?
It's about ready to go through time right now.
Here's the thing, though. Like, when I was like 7, I jackknifed into a pool that was 3 foot, and I was like 4 foot tall. I hit my head on the bottom, and I knocked myself unconscious, and I started drowning. It's not the first time it's happened. You know, like, so I'm not tripping. You know, it's
No.
Nigga, I'm tripping.
First
What
person
the fuck?
It's okay.
There's somebody dying and shit.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, death, me dying has never scared me. The thought of me leaving this planet has never been something I'm like, oh my god, death is a natural part of life.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Just don't do it on stream. How about that?
All right, Eric, I will pick a better place to almost die.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jesus.
Oh shit! Someone I think put up the list of the backwards compatible games.
Oh, there's our whitelist.
For Xbox One.
Yeah, fuck! I need to renew my gold. If I renew my gold, I might be able to get right back into the preview program.
The only
Well,
problem
I,
you guys
I might
talked
have a
about
card
this.
for a free month somewhere.
I don't know if you guys talked about this, but apparently Shenmue 3 is the fastest game to ever hit 1 million.
No doubt. Right, I have on my screen right now. I've had the tally up going, and right now it's at $1.3 million right now.
It's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. That
$1,310,11.
conference was the greatest commercial for that Kickstarter.
It was right. Holy shit,
Yo, I threw in my part, yo.
man.
Immediately, yeah.
Good shit. Yo, shout outs
I need-
to Ed.
Sailors.
My God. You gotta find them sailors, bro. It's time. But yeah, I hopefully by morning by the time I wake up in the morning it's at 2 million, man. It's gonna meet this pledge goal. If not by tomorrow, then the next day. But
Yeah.
I think by tomorrow, like all the news media is gonna fucking hit that.
I'm gonna admit this right now. I'm just fucking mad. Bloodstained did it like the hard way,
Yeah.
like dedicated actual fan base. This fucker had a Sony press conference at E3 showed to millions.
Yo, if Inafune thought of it, not Inafune, but if Iga thought of this, he would have probably taken the
But
advantage of the Sony conference.
Either
too.
or, like,
So it's
yeah.
like, fuck you, as I pop in Shenmue 3.
Yes, Amuro, I did go, I like turtles, and then I gave him money. I'm Dabadoo.
Yo, we're about to watch that movie on Wednesday. That's gonna be the shit. Oh man, yeah, this record game looks pretty cool though. I gotta say.
Where the fuck's the list? Oh, here it is. IGN. Here's the article, but here's the. What?
Hey,
Fuck you, IGN. I swear
so
to
bro,
God. Where's the list?
Phoenix.
quick question, man. You ever thought about playing Dungeon Fighter Online on stream?
I've seen it. Playing it online, I had to give it a chance.
Yeah, it's free.
If
free
I
to
had a
sign up.
real PC, I would play that game again.
No, the game is not graphic intensive at all.
My laptop is like trash.
And the game is not graphic intensive at all.
Why am I not
Laptop
seeing?
is trash.
I'm not seeing some people in this chat right now.
You're not? Let's-
Yeah, because like there's Detox, Super Phoenix, Doctor, and you. I'm not seeing Show or Ed.
You
or
know,
Fred.
it did the same shit. Remember on EX Versus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did the same shit to me. I only saw like 3 people, and everybody else was gone. Just to give you a rundown who's in here,
Okay.
you already probably know, but yeah, it's Detox, Ed, Super Phoenix, Show, you, me, and Doc. That's pretty much
Okay,
it.
I'm just not seeing show.
I positively refer to it as stealth mode.
Stealth mode.
The fucking Skype has been dumb. I don't fucking understand this shit.
It's been a mess. Like for some reason, like half of the people can't hear the other half.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like I don't know when that happened. To start becoming a feature.
It's a fucking miracle.
So, bro, I know that even though I know you don't have the money for it now, I'm just curious. Were you actually planning on getting Batman or?
Inevitably, yeah. On the PC, I always get it because I have Arkham City on the PC.
Already got.
Oh, don't worry, I can get Soul Bro Batman.
Oh yeah, I forget. It's not a game I have to play online. So.
Oh, that's true.
So
yeah.
methods.
Yeah, like luckily my friend gave me the method of buying a new video card and having a free code.
Yeah,
Really?
That's the sweetest method.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You can
He's
buy a
just like-
video card and get the code.
No, my friend bought a new video card. Like you need a new card. He's like, hey, you want Batman? Like, yeah.
When
It,
when me
it's
and
gonna give you Arkham Knight.
Yeah, I already have it. I already own it. It's on my Steam library.
when me and
It's just not
Power Fist got these new computers, they gave us 2 Witcher 3 codes.
Yeah, and I'm still wondering why you haven't given it to me. So
I know. I keep trying to talk him into like giving one away, and he's just like, I might want to play it.
I'd use it.
Use your Witcher 3 code yet, Eric?
Huh?
Did you use your Witcher 3 code?
I'm trying to ask him if we stream it, do we want to use his code or my code to play the game? And I haven't got an answer back from him yet. So
Just if he wants to play it, just give your code to someone else, like SBR.
Oh, Yup says Dungeon Fighter Online went down, didn't it? Did
Nope.
it go? It's still up.
It came back up. What are you talking about?
Oh,
It
shit.
came back. Yeah. It got shut down a while ago, but now
It's
Well,
it's
that
back.
was the Nexon one. The actual
Yeah, that was the
creators,
Nexon.
Neopol, they resurrected the game, and what they did was they did this massive patch that put us on par with the Korean server. So we have,
Oh, that's awesome.
the level 85. We have one of the new classes. The only thing we're missing is female Slayer, which is like, well, a female version of the sword user, and we're missing some of the awakenings. But
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I have a trailer. If you want to show it to the guys in the channel, actually,
Before we do, go ahead.
I was saying I'm a huge advocate of the game. Like it's
Well, hit me with the link then. And Yup asks, I'm trying to figure out what game I was thinking of. I thought it was Shenmue, but I guess not. You recruit a shit ton of dudes into big parties, I think up to hundreds, and fight battles with them. I thought it might be Yakuza, but I was like just a fucking me throwing my my straw into just throwing a guess at him, and he doesn't believe it's Yakuza at all. Anybody have any idea what game that could be?
what was the game?
He described it. It's he said it's you recruit a shit ton of dudes into big parties, I think up to hundreds, and fight battles with them. I'm not sure what it is. honestly.
It's a little more specific than that.
What's the aesthetic like? Is it like modern times? Is it is it like a samurai? I'm guessing it's not something like Muso or anything like that. But
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, you mean Sengoku Muso? Is that what you're trying to say?
he said it's an older title, RPG.
Dragon Force, Ramsey,
Suikoden?
Yo, Dragon Force? Because I know.
Suikoden, Lunar.
Suikoden is not a 100-man fighter though.
Yeah.
Is it like
Oh, it's
Disgaea?
You
Oh,
do
Disgaea,
have
maybe.
the characters.
I mean, you have a lot of
Yeah, I was
characters.
gonna say.
So, well, can you replay that Mass Effect trailer again?
Is he talking about that game he used to play on here?
No, I don't think it's Dragon Force. The one on the Sega Saturn that I used to play.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the only available games right now that are worth giving a shit about is Banjo. And I guess Hexic? Ooh.
Oh, you saw the link?
Yeah.
Oh, so
It's a fucking joke.
Yes.
It's a fucking joke. But you notice something about that list?
Rare.
Yep. All the games part of the
I
collection.
noticed There's a lot of rare, yeah.
Those are all the games that's part of the collection.
Yo, Cobra Triangle is in the mix according to Ramses. That's pretty cool.
All right, here's
Oh,
the
it-
video. All right,
Alien
so what
hominid.
this is,
Wow.
this is just, it's not a sizzle reel. This is just a video of some of the guys doing the one of the hardest dungeons in the game, and he doesn't have the. Okay, yeah, one guy at the bottom put the time code. So I want to show you the time code for one of the characters to show you, like, because I think it's probably the most fun to watch. And it is, if you start the video at 12:51, that'll be a suitable time. So go to 12:51 on that link I just sent. So, bro.
Okay, no problem. So that's the archive you gave me. No problem. As soon as this video's over, I'll be able to click on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yep, there's the gun. I don't know. He doesn't need. You don't need the little shooter things anymore to get to other planets, so that's something new. The Mako's making a return, which is, it looks fucking beautiful as hell.
The Mako looks amazing.
He's got a fucking jetpack thingy, which is all a fucking Halo 4, which is pissing me the fuck off, but nonetheless.
Oh yeah. One other thing about that earlier. So you may have heard. That was Mama Phoenix. My name is Ryan, but you guys call me Super Phoenix or Ryan. Either one doesn't matter. So.
Well, Phoenix it is. I was just kidding.
You now realize you're no longer super, so Phoenix it is.
Okay, thank you, Sober. I just wanted to see that beautiful bean footage one more time.
1250 on. Is this a Slayer class or?
Yeah. There are basically there's
I've played the
there's
game,
a male and female of every class in the game except for like the special classes. So, well, I lie. There's one we don't have. So there's male Slayer, female Slayer, male and female Gunner, male and female martial artist. Then there's the priest, creator, dark knight, and then elven knight.
What was the time code?
It's 12:51.
Got it.
And this is pretty much the kind of game it is. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. And you can
MMO
input the game works on a joystick, by the way.
Oh, cool.
You can use your arcade stick on this game. Yeah,
It's not bad. It looks pretty good.
It's fast-paced action, man. It's just non-stop, murder runs, man. And there's PvP, and the best thing is this game, it uses commands. So like a character may do a Shoryuken, and the command will be forward, down, forward.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't it cost like less MP if you actually put in the command?
This is the female sword master, so it's all about just massive screen clearing attacks like that.
Okay.
So this game. You said this game is free. Is it free to play?
Yes, it is, and it's not pay for power either.
Oh, okay.
You just pay for glamour stuff.
Right, it's
Like
it's
costumes
glamour.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so cosmetic stuff. Okay.
yeah. That and that's the great thing. The game, the Korean version was a little bit grindy, and then they changed it. So what you're looking at is the ninja. I want to say after that.
Yeah.
No, that's the dervish.
I see a gunner, but I'm like 15 minutes in. So
Yeah, if you go to 2620, that's the male swordmaster. That's the one I really want you to see. It's 2620, and that dude is insane. This is the hardest dungeon in the game. So they like just, these guys are like amazing.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah,
you
and it's
can
4
roll
players.
with multiple people, right?
Yeah, it's 4 players at once. Go to the time code 2620 when you get a chance.
I already did.
I'm there he is.
Yeah, I'm seeing him now.
That dude is insane. Like, and the game is like really, really fun. It's great because like you can pick up and play. You don't have to devote a lot of time to it. The one thing that people may not like is that there's a stamina bar at the bottom. It's that blue bar, and that determines how many times you can enter a dungeon.
Oh, aren't there like skins for characters? Are they from KOF? Because I've seen Robert Garcia right now, I think. Yeah, I remember hearing about this. And
like that.
yeah, Terry Bogard. You can get a Terry Bogard in this game. And I think Kyo and Iori are in this too, right?
Oh, hey, come on.
Hey, come on.
Like,
Hey,
like,
Luki, let's get
Oh shit, that's right. I got to get Sho his birthday present. Yeah.
And doing Terry reminds you?
Well, it reminds me of KOF, which reminds me.
It reminds him of geese, which reminds him of you.
Okay. I'm like, please finish this flow chart.
Yeah,
I got to know how this
You gotta
works.
follow it. You gotta follow it.
Follow the thread.
Follow the thread.
Pick up what you're laying down.
You gotta follow it. You know.
We brought up geese last night at Anime Movie Night.
Fucking terrible.
Oh shit!
Hey, come on.
This game looks dope, man. Good shit.
Predictable.
Yeah, it's one of the things where the game is they're like, hey, this is the last time we're gonna try this out for the American version because we don't have a lot of money and it's only a team of 9 people working on this.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to push it out there because you and Show, you guys are old school gamers. You guys have played the Battletoads, the Double Dragons, the Ninja Gaidens. And this game to me gives me a similar feel when I play it.
Just hearing those titles, my blood was boiling. The anger.
Yo, the anger invoked.
Hey, Double Dragon wasn't that hard, was it?
Oh.
Actually, I'm the one person that doesn't really care 2 shits about Double Dragon.
He don't care for that particular game. You good with River City Ransom though, right?
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, that's the game right
I
there.
was gonna
boy.
say, what about Streets of Rage?
Fight, Streets of Rage.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite of all time. Streets of Rage 2.
If we don't find some way to play Streets of Rage for the year is up, I'm gonna be very upset.
I have it on PS3.
I got it on Xbox 360.
You know what we all need to play?
The 360 lets us play.
I know that fucking bullshit.
We all need to play. We need to play Turtles in Time, and we also need to play the X-Men arcade game with Dazzler and Nightcrawler.
Oh, you missed out because we
you missed
that.
it.
We did that on a retro game night.
Turtles in Time, you gotta play that online with a Calera because the remake.
That remake was garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doc and I went in on that X-Men game, and then this dude came in, tried to play some Wolverine and slowed our fucking game down. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
He slowed your game down that bad.
His connection was so fucking bad that shit got mad choppy until he decided to drop out, and we were so glad he did.
Yeah, I noticed your guys' stream was getting really, really rough when that dude came in and he let everything went clear.
As soon as he gave up, I was like, thank God.
Well, if anything, it gave me a good breather so I can think of the next thing. So
Shit, MAME doesn't have Calera, does it?
I don't know.
I have to look into it because there's a few beat 'em ups on that thing that is not on any other emulator, like Ninja Baseball Batman and the Battletoads arcade.
Ninja Baseball Batman.
That's the game, boy.
Yup.
Holy shit.
That's a real arcade game.
That's a fun fucking game.
I remember when I discovered that shit for the first time, like, so bro.
It's amazing.
You have to see this shit.
I am looking at this at Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yo, Cho, did you see Trackmania? Trackmania Turbo, I mean? The game looks pretty fun.
Yeah, well, it's Trackmania.
Wow, that
more
game right
Trackmania.
there, it already has me.
Right? She's awesome. But let me mention this real quick, because sometimes you gotta become commercial and bring up the titles that people really like. Halo 5 Guardians.
Fuck
Back to
that
the
shit.
esports.
Looks like
I am not a Halo fan. But when I saw the single player campaign, damn it, man!
Don't say something you're gonna regret, Show.
No, I don't regret, because out of all the Halos, the single player campaign I enjoyed the most was Reach.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
In Halo 5 Guardians, when you saw that playthrough, he was playing a single player campaign. Doc, does that shit not look like Reach?
Yeah, it kind of evokes sort of a thing like that, yeah.
You're now in a group of Spartans that we now actually don't know their fate.
That is
Well,
true.
Well,
And
Reach, you know.
we knew their fate in Reach.
They were destined to fall.
They were as good as fucking dead as soon as you popped the disc in.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No, but that's the point.
story.
It's
It's a
the thing.
prequel.
Exactly. But
Instead of it being just another first-person shooter with dudes in armor, it's a storytelling game that has first-person shooting and dudes in armor. It's like, no, they're going to die. Now you get to find out how they get there, and because of what they did and the importance of what they did, leads to the rest of humanity not being murdered, by
the events of what they do lead into Halo 1 and everything else, and you kind of just see in the end, it's just like. You know what's going to happen because of the legends of the Fall of Reach. So
the fact that when you first played the first one, the Master Chief is the only Spartan alive.
The last one.
And when you pop in Reach, why is there 4 or 5 of them?
Well,
There were a ton of
I hate to be that guy, but he's actually not the last Spartan alive. But
then we have to start talking about the
Congratulations,
books.
you're that fucking guy.
fucking guy who's read the books and knows the backstory.
I actually want to give a shit enough about there was a good moment when I would have been completely that guy as well, but luckily something stopped me. I don't know what that was, but I got to the point of knowing enough about lore and everything else, and it was really cool because I enjoyed the game and everything else. But yeah, but I'm in this part now where I'm after Reach, that was it for me. That's the end of for me. I don't need to know anything about this shit. I fulfilled my purpose. I can just go. I did 4. It was fine.
The thing that's bothering me the most about what Guardians is doing is they're trying to pull this stupid bullshit to where they're trying to make the Master Chief seem like the bad guy. They're saying he's a traitor or that he's gone against humanity and blah 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 blah.
A lot of the promo videos don't make it seem like this fuck is eesh.
Yeah.
Those commercials are making you angry, even though you don't know the entirety of the story.
I don't know the entirety of the story, but going by the context clues that are given to me by the fucking production company,
It's dude. Come on, how many hours have we spent with Master Chief?
This John Spartan will not fucking
He is
bad
not
guy.
villain. It's obvious he's not the fucking villain.
Oh, I know he's not the villain, but this game is going to try to make us. The characters are going to think that he's the villain, and so that's why this the Spartan Lockfuck is doing his searching for him, and they're doing this entire podcast campaign that has him searching for the Master Chief and stuff. You barely even saw the Master Chief in this trailer today, and they all think that the Master Chief and Professor Halsey have joined the last of the Covenant. And at the end of the entire fucking hoobla blah, they're basically going to say, "Oh look, the Master Chief was right. He was actually trying to save humanity, not fuck it over." And that's all of Halo 5.
It sounds like to me you're quite emotionally invested into this game, the storyline.
I sure am.
I'm pretty sure that if you play it the way it plays out, I hope you actually. Are you honestly not going to play it because of the advertisement?
No. I have to play it. Halo is one of the most important video games in my life.
Yeah,
I have to.
Hopefully, when you play it, it won't let you down. Like when I played Other M.
Yeah.
What's other M?
Metroid.
Exactly. Exactly, Super Phoenix.
Guys, I was trying to block that game out from memory.
I get to play it sometime soon. Yay!
David is very much in Halo 5.
I'm looking at Halo 5 Guardians as a gameplay standpoint, and I remember really having a blast playing Reach, and that's a lot what I saw seeing that trailer. I'm like, you know what? I want to play this.
I feel like they've iterated enough from 5 that at least gets me 4 that at least gets me interested in what they're going to do with 5.
Yep.
So. I still need to play that one. Actually, I have the Master Chief Collection. I'm sorry, I actually still need to play that. Shit, I need to get gold back. Fuck, I got. You know what? I probably have gold somewhere.
In season 1 of Complete, I do have planned for me and Brian to just marathon through every single Halo game and
I was gonna say.
I actually had a conversation with Varnus because Varnus is a huge Halo fanatic. He actually has played with majors through. Did he stream those? The major stream?
Yeah, they were streaming those. That was during the
24-hour stream. Yeah, the second one.
During the shenanigans that was the Master Chief Collection.
Yo, that programming.
I was.
Well, any of us that bought it, we all just got ODST for gratis, and I have never even played that one either.
I have it. I don't think I finished it. I did enjoy what I played though.
Okay, you know what, guys? This entire fucking time I've been talking, I've been waiting for this fate, and it never fucking popped. I am so pissed right
Oh,
now.
I didn't know you were on that record.
I'm trying to finish my fucking dailies, but dude, this fate has not popped, and like ever since Phoenix almost died on us.
Jesus.
That's what it'll be known forever.
Oh, Phoenix near brushed with death. Oh my gosh.
I
So
wasn't gonna die. I was probably gonna pass out.
yeah, you probably gonna pass. It would have melted, but the question is,
Yeah.
hopefully you didn't get deprived
That's
of air
tough.
for too long.
I don't know what it is. I knew you were gonna be alright, but the way you say it, I'm just gonna pass out. I'm like, dude, that sounds almost even worse.
That's kind of fucked up, regardless.
Yeah, that sounds even worse. It would have just melted. Where's it gonna go, so bro? It's gonna evaporate. It is just what?
You do know that your body can absorb water, right?
Yeah, but you still need oxygen to your brain.
Yeah, the question is, will it melt in
That's
time
actually
for your
more
oxygen
important.
to get back to your brain? Is the question. That's the race. Therein lies the.
Have you
The
seen
issue-
Fitz?
Yeah.
That is not the race anyone wants to put money down
No,
on.
there isn't.
People are really.
I'd have been fine, guys. I'm a phoenix. I come back.
I'm sure. Yo, so Super Phoenix, this is you playing this game. Yo, so yeah, this game looks pretty moe, but it does look good. It's a fighting game, huh? Is this the same game? No, this is Toho Urban Legend and Limbo.
It is. I was like, it is not. I was not really in the Moe area. It's just anime.
Apparently, Odin is up.
Odin?
Yeah. Ed knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
I got the message.
He's making his
wait,
way.
Where did you find that video, so bro?
Oh, Silver. This is actually from Jeremy's channel, the Silver League. It's youtube.com/Silver League Networks for anybody who's interested. Jem puts together a lot of great videos on pixel art, as well as videos on his. He captures video of him playing games on his PC, and he'll stream it live. As you can see here, this is archived from the stream, or he'll record it and then put it up on his YouTube channel as well. It's got a lot of viewers. If you like Pokemon or pixel art, it's a great place to go. Definitely go there and hit that subscribe button at youtube.com/Silver League Networks. And Jim, the game looks pretty cool. I don't know. It looks a little bit like Psychic Force to me, where you float around and you attack each other with projectiles and plasma.
I can't believe you remember that game.
Yeah, it's like, well, Dave, Show played it the other day on Retro Game
Yeah,
Night.
like,
Just played the other day, baby.
Again, the same Retro Game Night you missed.
The one that happened
That's-
yesterday?
No.
About a couple of weeks ago, it was the Seraph that requested. I'm like, what the
Sure
fuck?
did.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Frank.
Yep, shout out to
Do you have Air Guys God Bless the Ring?
I'm sure Show does.
You know, someone requested it, and I looked in my folder. I don't remember seeing it. So
Our next Retro Game Night is going to be fighting game centric, like classic fighting games. So a show's going to be doing a lot of the console, different
yeah,
console centric.
whatever people recommend and want to like see real quick, let me know, and I'll pop it in. Sobro will be the one that will stay on like the emulators, so you guys can actually fight him and stuff. So at least that way, people might actually want to look at both the streams. It won't be, so poetic.
So, bro,
Chaotic.
if you don't want to tomorrow night because of whatever reason, that's fine. But let me know what time this week you want to practice getting that Fightcade working. Because me and Josh ran into a couple of problems that I'll know to look forward to whenever you guys play.
Yo, if you could, we're not doing anything. We're free tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Tuesday, since we're gonna probably have to get back together regardless.
Yeah.
For the talk about those streams.
Yeah.
Tuesday, tomorrow night.
Sounds good. Yeah, we should do it tomorrow night, because
Okay.
because all the unless there's like some kind of major fucking thing from last night, tomorrow night, some kind of presser that we don't know about yet. I'd say tomorrow night, in the evening, sometime after 10, I'll be free to do it, so that won't be a problem. And finally get this shit working, because I want this to work. I really want to play Alpha against people online, dude. You have no idea. I'm dying to play Alpha 2 and 3.
I'll play 3. I just won't
I
use
wouldn't have
Reboot,
mind
to be fair.
To me, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this. To me, for the longest while, Alpha 2 was the greatest fighting game ever fucking made. And then Capcom vs. SNK 2 came out. But Alpha 2 was my shit. Alpha 3 was cool, but I don't have that connection to Alpha 3 like some people do. Like Nick and I will debate all the fucking time. Yo, man, Alpha 3 is amazing. Alpha 3 is the shit. Yo, Alpha 2 sucks. It's like you weren't there for Alpha 2, Nick. You were not fucking there. You were not. You were not there.
Don't you claim that?
You were not there. I'll tell you my story about Alpha 2.
False flag.
Alpha 2, man, I was fucking like my boy Donnie got the issue of EGM on the cover with the horrible art of all the new characters in Street Fighter Alpha 2. And it's like, yo, what is this? Holy shit, I didn't even know they're making a part 2. So we flipped through it. We found out about Sakura, and we found out that Zangief and Dalsum are back, and that they're putting Gen in the game and all this shit. And it's like, yo, this game looks amazing. When is it coming out to Rockies? She was at Rockies the next fucking week. And it's like I was at work, and my boy Bubba called me up and said, "Yo, son, they got Alpha 2, man. I'm already at Rockies." He's like, "You son of a bitch!" I told my work I was sick, and I left early, and I went straight to Rockies. That motherfucking place was fucking packed. And I still remember this shit. Rockies Replay. It was an arcade that used to be here. It was a really cool place. They had to shut it down because they reclaimed the land for reclaimed water. Because they were building like a freeway or some shit. So we lost Rocky's Replay thanks to that shit. They moved elsewhere and it never was the same. So it was in a really nice place off of 436.
I was going to say it turned into a lot of smoke. It just turned into a place where you drop your cigarette butts.
Oh, yo, freaking Rockies. If you went into that place, it was smoky as fuck.
Yeah.
People would smoke in there. That was the worst thing about going there, but the environment was dope. You could get a hot dog for 25 cents. You could buy beer. Like, didn't they serve did they serve Newcastle there?
No, Amberbuck.
That's what I got. Cool. That was like the.
And I used to complain to the dude at the bar. Why does it feel like I'm tasting fucking soap? That's you, man. That's you. Like, fuck you. I drink this shit all the time. It tastes like soapy.
Yo, they cutting the beer with Purex.
Yeah. My only real gripe with the place was they didn't they never did maintenance on their DDR machines. So because of all the smoke, like the pads were real slippery.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like not fun. And I think like the player 2 pad was broken. Like, so.
Time for me to die, baby.
Yo, Ed, how often did you get to go when it was still open?
Oh man, I was going like once a week. Yeah.
Once a week? Not too bad. Yeah,
I was still in high school then. Yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah. Yo, I was not too far. Where was I? I guess I was in my mid-20s at the time. Because that was like the center of the fucking universe was like Castleberry, that area for all of us. Because Show lives over there, and the Game Trader was still. No, I guess they were closed by that time. But Cybertron had opened up a store over there, so it's still like a nice circle of places around there. But yeah, Rockies was the shit, man. Fucking fighting games. Like when they got a new fighting game, there was like front section and there was the major section in the middle. And the front section was nothing but fighting games, and DDR and some other stuff. And when they got a new machine, they always got 2 of the new machine, and they always put that fucker in the corner. So that when you got inside, the place was fucking packed, and you had to fucking elbow your way through people. I'll never forget the first night I played Alpha 2. There was this beautiful blonde there playing Ken on player 1 side, and she had crutches. And I never seen a female player in the arcade for any Street Fighter game in my fucking life until then. So I was intrigued, and I stepped up and I played Guy. She beat the shit out of me, and then she explained to me, "Oh yeah, I broke my leg because I fell off my in my house we have a staircase and we have a railing, and I was horsing around with a friend of mine, and she pushed me over the edge, and I fell from the top floor to the second floor, and I broke my leg. So I've been
She ain't her friend no more.
Yeah, exactly. She said while she was recovering, she played nothing but Street Fighter Alpha for fucking weeks.
Good night.
Good night, Eric.
So she.
No,
Eric,
I was talking to my cousin.
Oh, no problem.
I'm not.
She played Alpha for nothing weeks, so she whipped the shit out of me, dude. I fucking hate Ken to begin with, but I couldn't hate on her Ken at all. So it was a fun time, man. The second time I faced her,
you have a thing against blondes, yet you play Kai Kiske.
Yo, Kai Kiske? Well, yeah, but I don't have a thing against blondes. Let's make that clear. I got a thing against Ken.
You know what? He definitely doesn't have anything against Andy.
Yeah, fuck you. I play Andy Bogard, so no, that's an incorrect assessment.
Wow, really, Andy?
Yeah, Andy. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, son?
Victorian
What the
beat
fuck
hell
are
You
you
want to
going
fight
to
about
do
it?
about
I'm
that?
dead,
I
guys.
will spank your ass in Real Bout Special with Andy Bogard. All right?
I will get Rick
Yeah,
and I will destroy you.
I'll put that has been right out the door. That's why he's only been in one game. All right?
So are
Yeah,
they trying to put
and
you
I-
into a
when-
call too?
When I put you in that infinite, don't tell me nothing.
Yo, so we got to do infinites. We can't go off of fundamentals.
That is a fundamental thing when you're playing Rick.
Yo, infinites, huh? So we going off of gimmicks? That's what we playing. We do.
I mean, if you want to play Marvel 2, I have no choice but to do the infinite.
Well, that's the whole fucking game. Real Bout Special ain't known for fucking infinites.
Until Rick came
Oh,
along.
Yeah,
Man.
no doubt.
I swear to God, it sounds like Ken and Ryu in the suburbs over here fighting each other. It's like, yo, you want to do infinites on me?
Fucking terrible. Oh, yo, man.
Hey, it wasn't nowhere near the level of conversations we had at the arcades at my place. So
Yo,
no one got shanked yet. No one pulled out a knife or a gun. So everything's good.
Shank you.
Fucking die again, man. Fuck.
Armor
So,
says,
bro, you
uh-huh.
play Guy a lot?
I play Guy on occasion. Give me a second. Jim says, sorry. Armor says also, Jim, I am alone. Am I alone in thinking the SBR would probably play as Mei-Ling and Hiso Ten Soku? If she's a physical based character, if she's Rushdown, I love Rushdown characters. I fucking love them. I don't play them very well, but I do like playing Rushdown characters and characters that keep you medium distance, like Rose or Ryu.
Oh, the Toho games?
Yeah, Soul Bro, that Tensoku character there on the right.
Yeah.
They did a thing on a Screw Attack where they had like 1 minute battles,
Yeah.
and they had her versus Dio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gotta show you that fight. Hold on,
Oh, yeah. Let me see that link.
put that shit on your stream.
Pull up the chat right now.
All
Hold
right.
on,
So
skip the video.
how many of you guys went to Rockies? You, Show, Nick, and
Yeah, me show
Ed?
when Nick and I had an apartment up the street from Rockies, we used to go there every fucking weekend. We first it was fighting games, but then fighting games kind of started to kind of disappear from the arcades altogether, except for like the classic ones. So then they started to get racing games in like Initial D and Maximum Tune, Wangan Midnight, and those games would be flavor for me. And like Show and I would go there to play Wangan Midnight all the fucking time and fucking burn man.
Oh, dude, remember how many times I would like call you up? Yo, what you doing? Nothing. I just got out of fucking work at Bright House before you like started working there. I'm like, dude, I need to go. I need to fucking go. I need to fucking go. I gotta get fucking drunk, drinking Amber Bog and fucking. Please help me forget this fucking horrible job.
you had a bad job, man.
Oh, I've had a few.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You should listen to that Flip the Script episode.
Yeah, that shit is nuts.
I'm sorry you had a bad day, bro. You have my condolences.
All right, so
What's the source of the sarcasm?
No, that's not sarcasm. Like, I'm sorry you had bad jobs.
yeah, well, we had terrible jobs, man, but everybody has terrible jobs. But yeah, that was the show. When Show worked there, he was not pleased with that place at all. And I was living up the street.
All I know is if that's not sarcasm, you're the first person that's actually showing concern to me. So my apologies if I feel that's sarcasm.
No, it's okay, dude. It's not sarcasm. It's real. It's genuine.
Yo, so she
Yeah.
can stop time too, huh?
Yeah, watch that video. It's godlike.
That's her gimmick.
Yo, damn, he's fucking this shit up.
Dallo's asking if I don't mind. It's
Oh,
not
no, but
really
you
up
gotta-
to me. But he wants to get in the call.
He does.
Ask a few questions.
All right. Well,
Okay, what's somebody?
So, bro, take off the music.
I
from
want
your
to see
stream.
Alucard versus Dio.
hang on, let me.
That's what I wanna see.
I'm running back with the sound.
But
on.
always wins.
Speaking of Dalo,
Exactly. That's why I want to see it.
Speaking of Dalo, I saw an image today that showed a poor little PS Vita, and it was covered in dust and had a sad face scratched into it, and I was just like, oh. No love for the Vita.
But Jordan, there's going to be a Final Fantasy fighter called the New Dissidia, but right now it's only going to be in arcades for at least a year. They'll probably show it during the Square Enix, but that's not coming out anytime soon.
Oh, that looked delicious too.
Oh, dude, I've already said that once that shit comes out on PS4, I will import that shit, and I will stream that shit.
Yeah.
That's my EX versus.
Let's go, Jack.
That's delicious.
I'm gonna take Ed from you. I'm gonna take Vargas from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get in on that game.
Yes, I got Doc, son.
So, what made CVS 2, I guess, one of the games you think is the best games of all time?
Oh, have you played it?
Not.
Have you played it?
Yes, but I have gripes with it.
Well, we've been waiting all our lives for a cap. Ooh, Jesus Christ! Yo,
You guys are missing out the sickest video ever.
yo, I'm looking at this shit.
No, I'm seeing it.
Yo, give me a second.
Okay.
I gotta absorb this in.
The master room.
I'm playing video games right now. I ain't got time for videos.
Yo, watch her win. Watch her fucking win this. I'm gonna be upset.
Always bet on waifu.
Oh, waifu, huh?
I don't like this.
Speaking for Sobro, that is something as a fighting fan that we really wanted for a long time. And when that first one came out, Sobro talked so much like hype about it. We played it. We to this day we give him shit.
Oh yeah,
It's garbage.
I still love part one.
It has a look. The music and look is cool, but gameplay wise, it was terrible. But when they came out with 2, what I remember the most from that game is that Capcom said, "You know what, SNK, we got this." Right? They literally told the SNK, "We got this."
You're definitely going to have to explain to me the 6 different groove systems.
Yes.
8.
We'll get to that.
Oh,
Okay, I don't want you to right now. I don't want you
shit.
to right now. We don't got enough time in the fucking week to explain that. But
We do. It's really easy.
But one of the things that really we got taken aback is anyone that plays King of Fighters, Super Phoenix will let you know. When you play an SNK game, how many buttons do we have?
4.
4. How many buttons do we have in a Capcom game?
6 generally.
6. And so, what really blew our minds is that Capcom said, "You know what? We got this." They took all the fucking SNK characters and gave them a 6-button setup.
Oh, really?
So anyone that prefers the Capcom, it felt so natural. Even Sober would say, "Come on, did it not feel so natural to give those fuckers 6 buttons?"
Oh, sure did. And that's
It felt so good.
It took the SNK characters and expanded them tremendously.
Capcom stole them, literally.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
fucking stole them. This is how we would have done them. That's what they said to SNK.
So the characters that did not originally have
fuck
these
waifus,
6-button
this
moves,
is
did they have to
bullshit.
create brand new animations for every single character to
No,
use it?
they.
This
all
is
right. So I'll explain it to him. In Capcom, in SNK Fighters, there's normally a 5th. Sometimes there's a 5th button, and it's called the E attack. So they go A, B, C, D, and then there's E. And usually you get E by hitting both C and D. They took that and made that a lot of the characters' 5th to 6th buttons.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, the groove system, basically what it did is each of the 6 grooves, 3 of them were from Capcom, 3 of them were from SNK, with little traits that actually carried over from between the 2 companies. And what they were like gameplay systems from different fighting games that they threw into CVS 2. A C groove, which is one of the first of the Capcom grooves, is a groove that has all the elements of Street Fighter Alpha, where you can block in the air, where you can do level 1, 2, or 3 supers, and you don't have a lot of other things you can do with counter move or alpha counter, which would take half your meter, like 1.5 of bars in the meter. A groove was the custom combo groove, where if you filled it all the way up, you can either do a level 1 super, or you could do a custom combo. You can start it off, if you filled it halfway, you could do a custom combo. But if you filled it all the way up, you have 2 bars. And you could either do a level 1 super, which would use up the entire thing, or you could start off a custom combo, and then when you're about to run out of the meter, end it with a level 1 super. So you start the meter, and the custom combo basically allows these blue shadows to activate behind you. When they activate behind you, when you punch somebody, you hit multiple times. So you can do your own custom combos on the fly and get a lot of hits. It starts to scale down the damage the more damage you do, so you got to be very smart with what you do in the combo system. But you always want to end it with a level 1 super. Always. If you don't, you wasted it. So that was pretty cool. Also, you could run in that. In C groove, you could only jump forward when you tap forward twice or tap back twice. In A groove, you can actually run, like in an SNK fighting game.
Okay.
In P groove, that was the third strike groove where you could
Parry
parry,
groove.
you could parry attacks. Your super was you had to fill the entire fucking meter up, and let me tell you, it was fucking long. So you couldn't rely on supers to win. You had to rely on defense and a good offense. And if you managed to fill the meter up, then you had access to a level 3 super. But if you missed, you would fuck yourself. So the cool thing about P groove is that you had short jumps, which is a kind of jump where if you tap up lightly, you jump just a little bit, so which a lot that comes from SNK games. But if you tapped up lightly, you could do a short jump, which will fake out your opponent a lot of times, and do overhead attacks. Of course, you had the level 3 super, which was actually more powerful, I believe, than the standard level 3 super on CRA. And you, of course, you can parry, but the parry window is so tight in that fucking game. It's not like Third Strike where you have more of a window. But you can still utilize it. They go into the SNK grooves. S groove is classic King of Fighters. What that is you could charge your meter up like you're in Dragon Ball by holding buttons down. Also, when you dodge, which this is where dodges come in, you can actually dodge. You don't roll forward. You step into the background and you come back like Fatal Fury or classic KOF. You also can run, and you can also, when you get down to very low life, you can do infinite level 1 supers, but the damage is lowered because of that. If you can only do level 1 supers in S groove until you get low on life and you charge your meter all the way up. When you charge your meter all the way up, it starts to slowly drain over time. So you have to, when you charge your meter up, you only have like maybe about 10 seconds to utilize that super. So it's a telegraph. It lets people know that you're getting desperate and you're gonna do something. So it kind of red flags your opponent. So no one really used S groove except for my dumbass on occasion. But that's what S groove was about. It's fun to use, especially if you play KOF 94 and 95. That's pretty much the system that it utilized.
Okay.
N groove was my favorite groove in the game.
Didn't Nick use S?
Yeah.
Or did he use A?
No, Nick used specifically C. You would never see Nick pick another groove but C in that fucking game. Because of air blocks, straight up and down.
Fuck you and your air blocks.
Exactly.
Baby, I was K all fucking day.
YOLO.
Show us K
on fire, baby.
And on occasionally you would pick. No, you K all day. Yeah. I don't
K.
You. I know.
K,
I don't see you fucking with any other groove.
When the game first came out, I tried other grooves.
Yeah.
But remember that time when I took the trip to Tallahassee? I came back, and that was all. I was like, dude, just rock. Yup.
You had a revelation.
I discovered something while I was up there. K groove all fucking day. The only problem with the groove system is that game you had to pick 3 characters.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Don't pick one. You can pick one all day just to challenge yourself because you love a character.
Yeah.
2 characters because you only know 2 people. You're handicapping yourself. Always pick 3 people, but this is the problem.
Yeah.
You got 3 different characters you really like. I like E Honda. I liked who's the other one I picked? Bison.
And
I liked
Geese. You like the
was
fucking
my anchor. Geese and Bison, great K group. Geese especially. E Honda not so much. Yeah. And the problem with the groove systems, you really got to find 3 characters that work great in that particular.
Synergy is really important.
Part of the science.
Besides Honda, my girl was fucking the girl from freaking Last Blade. She was good in K groove. It starts with an H.
Oh, you talking about Hibiki?
Hibiki.
Yeah, Hibiki.
Oh,
she's from Last Blade. Like you had characters from all over in that game. Real quick.
When you fight fucking Nick, it's just like fuck, you tear up my fucking Hibiki. Fuck Nick.
The thing about Hibiki though is she's high fucking execution though. She is really high execution. She's like Geese.
Putting all your eggs into a hit.
Yeah, she's high fucking execution because all her moves require you to hit like 10 fucking different inputs. It's ridiculous. But N groove is the Swiss Army knife of grooves. It's my favorite. You can run. You can when you roll forward or backwards. You can short jump. You can. The cool thing about N groove is it comes from King of Fighters 96, and it becomes the what's it called? There was in 97 and 98 there was Extra and Advance. Extra was old school KOF. Advance was N groove. in End Groove, you could fill up 3 stocks in your meter, completely 3 stocks. But there's a bit of a science to it. When you fill up 3 stocks, you save them, and they represent by glowing little balls in the meter at the bottom of the screen. You can either do level 1 supers, which will use up a stock, or you can break a meter, which will charge you up defensively and offensively. You glow yellow. Then if you have a limited amount of time where your meter starts to drain for that stock you broke, where you get those enhancements, you can do another super by burning another stock, and you do a level 3 super. So
oh my fuck!
And
sorry.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, that's the groove I love to play because you had a lot of options with that groove. It's not the best groove in the game. That would be C. But C groove easily. If you're starting out, pick C groove because
if you're starting out.
Yeah, if you're starting off.
But End Groove, sorry to interrupt you there, but End Groove is also the only groove where you could manually charge your meter like Dragon Ball.
Yes.
You could like charge up.
No, that's S groove. That's S groove. That's S groove.
That's
S groove. Yeah, it's that's the one where
I just say Dragon Ball because it's like and you like see your shit go up. Like that's why.
Okay. So I'm just guessing though, so where about the extent of my Street Fighter skill from 4, and I've heard from Maximilian and other people that 4 is like its own thing all unto itself.
It is 4 is based a lot on 2, but it's like it's too advanced. The last groove real quick, I'll be quick about this. K groove is Show's groove. K groove is from a Samurai Showdown, and what that is you get hit until you get fucking angry. Then the meter explodes and you turn red. And
that's me all day.
Yeah, and as soon as the meter's red, it starts to drain. But you have
pissing me off.
You have
fucking pissing me off.
You have a ridiculous offense. Like if you hit somebody, you do so much. You hit somebody with Fierce Attack, with Halmaru, you're cutting off a third of their fucking life. It's ridiculous.
Ooh,
and you only have access to a level 3 super, but it does ridiculous fucking damage. Sagat on K Groove,
it's gone.
Geese on K Groove, fucking murderers. and Show's mostly right about the game had a ratio system where you got to choose how strong your characters were. If you picked 3 characters, you had a ratio system of 4 points. You could assign 2 points to one character and single points to the other 2 characters, and it would determine how strong those people were. What I like to do sometimes is I would pick mostly 3 characters, but I'd also pick 2 and 2. With certain characters on level 3 ratio, they're fucking killers. Like Sagat was really fucking hard to beat on level 3 ratio. And then some characters...
The fate I was waiting for a fucking hour and a half. I tried to run to it and it just ended. You were saying?
No, it's cool. This all sounds alien, Eric.
It has an aneurysm. I can't save him.
If this all sounds alien, Eric, forgive me, but
no, don't worry. I've watched enough of Online Warrior and a couple other people. The 2 best friends play, and a couple other people play King of Fight or play CVS 2 or whatever, and it looks daunting, but it looks really fucking fun.
Yeah,
so.
It absolutely is.
I fucking died. I'm gonna go take a piss.
Some people hate CVS 2. I've actually met some people that just don't like the game because it is unbalanced in some ways.
It's very unbalanced.
There was a glitch in the game called roll canceling, where if you immediately executed the roll and then cancel out of it with a move, your character is completely invincible. Some characters take advantage of it nicely. Other characters take advantage of it in not so nice ways. Iori,
like Blanca.
Blanca. Iori was king at fucking roll canceling. It's a glitch though. They took it out the game with later iterations, but because it was utilized so much, people refused to play the later iterations of CVS 2 because it just became part of the gameplay. I hated it. I fucking couldn't stand it. It's one of the things that killed the game for me was roll canceling. When I do a tournament for the game, it's funny because Alex Jabali was there and he was getting on my case about not allowing it to happen, and I was like, it's fucking cheap. You know, I just fucking was disgusted with the whole practice because it was taking advantage of the system. In retrospect, I should have let it rock because in order to have a good tournament, all these people were practicing using it, so the genie was already out of the bottle. But if they ever re-release this game and remaster the game, you best believe they'll take that shit right out. They will.
I think they took it out in the EO version, the one that no one played.
They did take it out of EO, but since it was on the GameCube, try playing CVS2 with that controller. That's fucking crazy. But It's a lot of fun. It's got a great roster, and a lot of Easter eggs for people who've been playing fighting games for so long. I love it because it was the final meshing of two universes I never thought I'd ever see be in the same game. And you had to be there in 1999, which was at TGS of 1999 when they announced that this game was coming out. When the word on the internet hit, I actually cried. I never admitted this, but I actually fucking cried because I couldn't believe that shit. I've been playing fighting games since '92, and
Bison shaking them dice.
I had fallen. It took me a while to get on the SNK side, but in about 1993, my local 7-Eleven up the street finally got a Neo Geo arcade machine in there, and I started to play Fatal Fury 2. Fell in love with the fucking game, and it's like, yo, I like these fighting games from SNK. Why not where can I get more of these? And then eventually I found out about Art of Fighting and eventually KOF and all that stuff. And it's like KOF was the first big crossover on SNK's side where you had characters from Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, and you had people from Ikari Warriors and Athena.
Yep, Ikari Warriors.
And Psycho Soldier and games across the SNK catalog coming together in one big fighting game. So that was a big deal. And then I always wondered what would ever happen if there was a Capcom versus SNK, but because both companies hated each other's guts, there was no chance of that happening. But lo and behold, a dude went to go work for Capcom that was good friends with the guy who worked for SNK, and they would always joke around about the idea of actually crossing over both games until an article came out in the magazine where they were both being interviewed and they talked about it. And the uproar in Japan was huge. They said, yo, you guys got to do this. So a couple months later at TGS, they said, yeah, we're going to finally cross over the two universes. And they had a trailer. And I fucking lost it.
Match of the millennia.
I fucking lost it. And then a year later on the Dreamcast, we got Capcom vs. SNK 1. By all intents and purposes, the game is not really good. But because of the spectacle that it was, the presentation in the game, the music, the intros for the characters, all that cool shit, I love that game to this day, even though it's fucked up. And when they made Capcom vs. SNK 2, they made it in the SNK way, where the characters only had 4 buttons for attacks. And that's mainly because the Dreamcast controller was only 4 buttons on the face, and then you had the triggers, so they decided to favor that instead of letting it go 6 buttons like a Street Fighter game. When CVS 2 rolled out, they said, fuck that, we're going Street Fighter with this. And that's when they rolled out 6 buttons for all characters. I'd only known SNK characters that have 4 attack buttons, but the cool thing about SNK characters is you could press directions with them in KOF and Fatal Fury and whatnot, and they would do variations on their hard punches or weak punches and stuff like that. So what they did is they took those weak punches and hard punch variations and kicks and whatnot and put them on the extra buttons. So I didn't have to press forward and fierce kick to do Kyo's fucking double kick anymore. I just had to hit fierce kick and it fucking came out, and it's like, yo, this is the perfect version of Kyo. What the fuck have I been playing all these years? So I've been talking to Blue Streak. I am sorry, but
no, it's what I was. You are my inspiration for wanting to learn all these fighting games because you talk so much about how awesome they are and the history behind them, and I see Maximilian talking about them and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, I want to be a part of this cool stuff too.
It's, if anything, I hope it helps you when it comes to it. I mean, it is they did re-release it on PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 2 port of it, digitally, but I know you don't have a PS3 right now or access to one. But if they ever re-release it on PS4 or something like that, I'd say definitely try it out if you get your hands on a used copy or through emulation. That's another way of doing it. There's great Dreamcast emulators. You can definitely try it out that way, and I hope you really do get to try it because that game was. And to me, it will always be my favorite fighting game of all time. It's, again, not perfect. There's probably better balanced fighting games like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, even though that's got its own problems. Or even
Turbo was not balanced at all.
It's a better well-oiled machine than some fighting games. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
The only fighting game that I'm ever intimidated to play is any of the Marvel vs. Capcom series.
Oh yeah, that's some tough shit.
You haven't played Tekken long, have you?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tekken's a whole nother animal, man.
That third dimension really messes with you.
Yeah, it's something else. But yeah, man. Yeah, CVS 2, man. And again, the Alpha series. I know you've already voiced interest in playing those games, man. I love Alpha. I wish we get a new one, but
show him some of the Alex Valle Evo Alpha 2 stuff.
Oh, show Alex Valle versus hold on, Alex Valle versus John Choi, right, for Alpha?
Yep, John Choi, Alpha
That's
2.
one of the most legendary matches I've ever seen. Alpha 2, Alex.
Is that the one where they just figured out, like John Choi figured out, like some kind of like, I guess like some technique, or like some kind of like, not cheat, but you know, like exploit.
Yes, that's
And
exactly
then
right.
like, yeah, Alex
Well, I mean,
figures it out, and he does it to him.
The combo system in Street Fighter in of itself is a glitch, right?
What's that
Like,
now?
the combo system in Street
Yes.
Fighter originally is
Yeah.
a glitch in of itself.
You're
so-
absolutely correct. When
The combo system wasn't supposed to be.
they never intended for those moves to combo, and when they fucking discovered it, they actually wanted to take it out of the game first, but people told them it's like, no, please don't do that.
They're like, this is tight.
this actually makes more sense than anything, and it took them a moment, but they definitely aired on the caution. I think it's right here in the middle. I remember the fights were on Ken's stage. Yeah, there. This is it right here. John Choi versus this footage. Yo, look at this rusty ass tape. Jesus.
Yes.
Boy, that was the Battle by the Bay
The Battle by the Bay, man. This is the predecessor to Evo.
B4.
Battle by the Bay was this tournament that used to be held. Was it in San Francisco? I think so.
Yes.
And it was the predecessor to
Yeah.
Evo. It used to hold it in an arcade, and because of so many more players showing
That's the
up.
one they held at that golf place.
Yeah, Sunnyvale Golfland.
Sunnyvale.
So that's in SoCal then. The tournament was so packed that they couldn't. It took them forever to finish the brackets, and after that, they said they couldn't hold it there anymore because it was just too small. Which is why Evo got invented, and that's why they decided to hold it at a bigger venue.
What timestamp you at for that match, so bro?
The timestamp, I'll run it back real quick. Give me a second.
Wow, this looks. Oh my god, this looks recorded straight off of an old.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because it is.
What year?
It is, man. And it's 96, bro.
96.
96?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
You were probably still in either elementary school or middle school.
I was in
What's the
first
timestamp?
grade, yo.
Woo, what?
Yeah.
God, I just graduated high school the year beforehand. Fuck.
Yeah, see, you gotta remember something, bro. You're in like elder gray beard Fu Manchu level of old.
Wow.
And I am like the old gray man in the mountain kind of old, and these kids are like just now getting their gray hair. So
Yeah.
we're different.
Hold on now. Hold
Dude,
on
I'm
now.
25.
46, 43, by the way, Phoenix. 46, 43.
43.
Okay, so what am I watching? And so what is it about this specific video that I need to be looking at?
There was a system in this game called Custom Combo. Alpha 2 was where the Custom Combo first originated. What it was is
Right.
that when you filled your meter up to a certain amount, you could hit...
You have to be full.
You can
no, it could do it. It could do it
you
at
had to have
level 2 and level
one
3.
level, I think, or 1.5 levels. I think it was the patch in alpha. But anyway, once you had enough full meter, you could press certain buttons on your controller. He's just doing it. You'll see it come up in a second, but it makes this meter come up called time, and it drains quickly, but it pushes you forward, and you have these blue shadows that follow behind you, and you can punch and kick and attack, and it does multiple hits. See, Ken's doing it right here. You'll see it in a second. But what they figured out is there is a exploit in the game where you activate custom combo as someone is sweeping you, and you go right through them. So I think John Choi figured it out first, and then when he figured it out, he was fucking up Alex Valle. But during the match,
he was fucking up the whole tournament with that shit.
so he knew beforehand. Alex Valle had no idea what was going on during this match, and then halfway through this match, Valle figures it out and starts doing it to him.
There's another glitch about custom combos. People didn't know. When you activate custom combo mode, when someone's blocking, it forces them to stop blocking if you activate it on top of them.
Yeah, it's a glitch exploit, but everybody can do it, and it's not as exploitative as say something like roll canceling or something like that. But it's crazy. But this
Right, like custom combos were better to use than supers most of the time.
So when he did that spinning kick into Ken a second ago, like that just basically he couldn't have even blocked that. Like that just went through him.
Yeah, he thought it was a sweep, and so custom combo had we call it invincibility frames, meaning he could not be touched, and so he would blow through
Iframes
it.
for short.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Dollar, what's up?
Hey, Dalo.
Hey,
I've been waiting for this conversation to stop, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to interrupt the fighting game.
Because when Dollar gets here, we got to change the subject, right?
So
No, it's not even,
I
it's not even that.
actually had to welcome Dalo in my own chat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's been in here for a while.
Yo, Dalo, I'm sorry, man. Welcome, sir.
It's fine. I didn't want to interrupt, but I had a very important question I wanted to ask. It's just
Ask away.
I wanted to ask Show and maybe Soulbro. It's like I noticed lately my Google Chrome has been taking up like 100% of my CPU. So I was wondering, do you have any ideas of why that might happen? Since I know
Yes.
It's
yes.
fucking
I
Chrome.
do.
Because Chrome, right?
Chrome
it's
runs
Chrome.
at a higher clock speed than most computers are able to handle. Also, all of your extensions operate as separate processes outside of Chrome.
It's
I know
really
I do.
weird,
I know
'cause it's like Firefox 5 years ago. It's like really weird.
Right. So Chrome itself, you understand that each individual tab you run on Chrome is a new instance. So if you're running multiple tabs, you're going to see a drop in power. That's why when one of your tabs crashes, Chrome itself doesn't crash. Because it treats each page as its own separate entity.
Right. So I only have 2 tabs.
So it's going to eat up.
All right. So
Chrome
you're
eats up a
basically
lot
saying
of RAM,
if I
too.
was to ever to keep using Chrome, I should delete a lot of my extensions, right?
No,
You
just
can
just
go
be
through
careful
and
of your other programs.
yeah, check if there's any extensions that you never remembered installing first off, and disable those or remove them from Chrome. That's one of the big things. Also, as Phoenix and everybody else has said, having multiple tabs open will slow it down. So after I have like 3 or 4 open, I'll try to not have them open for too long, and I'll close them out, especially if I'm streaming. If I'm not streaming, I can probably have a bunch of tabs open. It's no problem. But the more tabs open, the more resources it takes up, and that's the big thing about Chrome.
Let me give you a quick example right now. Spotify is using up 250,000 memory. Skype is using up 230. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 instances of Chrome open. And a lot of those combine to about 1 million. And most of these are Chrome extensions.
All right.
So,
Okay.
Chrome, my CPU usage and physical memory bounces anywhere from 20 to 80%. Because Chrome is a beast of a,
Browser.
Yo,
browser. Yeah.
look at Valle figuring this shit out. Yo, Valle, let's go.
Technology.
It's like, oh wait, so that's how you do it.
What I'm
Then
confused
still
is
you'll
what's
take-
there between blocking and parrying? Like what is it mechanically they do different?
So there's 2 things.
For the record, that's all I needed to know. Thank you for answering.
Blocking,
problem.
blocking has been in every fighting game ever. What
Right.
blocking is you hold back and you get to block an attack, and you don't take damage unless it's a special move. All special moves do chip damage.
Mhm.
What parrying was introduced in Street Fighter 3. Parrying would you had to press forward at the right time. You couldn't do a parry while you were blocking. You had to let go of block and hit forward. And what that means is that if you mess up your parry, you get hit. But the reward was if you parried, you instantly nullified that attack.
You also get frame advantage too.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
you
right.
Instantly nullified it.
Okay.
Now, in this game, they have something called alpha counters. And alpha counters were essentially bursts from like Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue. But what an alpha counter did was if I hit like forward in both heavy punches, heavy kick, I'll do an attack that knocks you away. But
Well,
it costs me a bar.
Well, in alpha, it was actually a reverse fireball motion. But well, basically, alpha counters. Say if you had meter, and someone came at you to kick you or jump kick you or to assault you, and you blocked it, in that block window where they're recovering from the block. Well, actually, when you're recovering from the block stun, where they're hitting your block, but you can't move yet. During that time, if you have a meter, you can do a reverse fireball motion from down to back, and then hit I think both weak punch and weak kick are 2 buttons at once. And what it would do is it would burn a meter, but you would stop their onslaught by doing a move out of the block. You would either do, depending on the character, like Ryu does an uppercut. Ken, I believe, does an uppercut too.
Alpha counters.
Yeah, and the way you can tell is when you do that, you'll hear a loud smack, and you'll see the words alpha counter come up on the screen, and then these wind trails will go around the move that you're doing to show that you blocked and alpha countered, and that's one of the features of the alpha series. It was really cool. I couldn't do it for shit though.
Yeah, it is kind of
Because my timing would be all fucked. I would do it by accident. That's what I would do.
All right, like he just did it right there when Ryu activated custom combo. John Choi hit him with an alpha counter.
You'll see Ryu doing it in just a second.
But yeah, alpha counter was really good, and they brought it back for Street Fighter V. So
Yeah.
That's so cool, man. I'm so glad to see that, man.
Isn't a red parry like when you were blocking?
red
and you
parry is a parry out of block stun.
Yeah.
The window is so fucking tight, though. It's so tight.
Yeah.
Red parry gives you no advantages over regular parry, though.
Also thought red parry was like the last second parry too, right? Or am I
Yeah.
thinking? No, I'm
red
thinking
parry's
of.
out block stun.
Okay.
All red parrying is just you parrying out of a block stun.
But Eric, any questions you might have about these dusty old fucking
I
games?
have. I would rather ask them while I actually have a controller in my hand.
That's actually not a bad. That's actually not a bad stance to take.
Well, since we got Dalo here, Dalo, man, what was your takeaway from the Sony conference, man?
I was literally shocked.
I could tell.
Shell shocked was one word was my way to describe how I felt.
Were you crying tears of joy?
I was crying at The Last Guardian, and I was like, "What the fuck?" at the Final Fantasy VII remake announcement.
Yeah.
Sony came out with a Tommy gun and just bodied everybody in the room.
We'll see. I'm still pissed at Hello Games for not giving us a release for the No Man's Sky, because that's literally the 7th time they've showed that game. It's like, quit pussyfooting around already and just say something, or don't show it to us again until you have a release. That was me being a little. I was happy to see it. It's always cool to see it because it's going to be amazing. That being said, I'm still angry that they showed it with no release date.
You can hear in the audience that we're not really all that excited because we've seen it already. We want it.
Like I said,
they got
4
really excited
times.
when they showed all the galaxies and all the solar systems when they zoomed out and everything. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. They had chain combos in alpha.
Oh.
Yo, wait, let's fix that for a second. They had chain combos in Alpha 1.
In Alpha 1.
Yeah, Alpha 2 and 3, that shit was gone. Unless you consider the custom combos chains, because they were.
Nah.
What was that one?
Guy had his chains.
True. But go ahead, Eric.
What was that one? I was looking and I saw this one crazy ass King of Fighters looking game that had Bogart in it, but he didn't have a hat on. It was like Wrath of the Wolf or Path of
Garo, Mark of the Wolf.
Yeah. Garo.
Okay, Garo, that's a different beast. That one was the most Street Fighter-ish SNK game they've ever made.
But I mean, like, why do all the characters act and look so different from other games that
That's a good question.
Years in the future.
Yeah, it's the epilogue to Fatal Fury.
It's pretty much the Turn A Gundam of SNK.
No, hold on. That's a bit out of sorts.
Yeah.
Think of it as the I was about to say Short's counterattack of
Gundam Unicorn.
Yeah, Short's counterattack where basically it stars Geese's son, Rock Howard, and this is well after Geese has finally died. Although I don't believe he's dead at all. But
I would.
Dude, you saw him fall from Geese Tower.
Man, he's fell. How many times has he fallen?
At least 2 times.
He's been shot into space and he still keeps coming back.
You know what? Before it showed me this comic strip a long time ago, but this comic strip showed anytime Geese falls off his building, right before he's about to hit the ground, he does a Repucan in the air and it blows him back and he lands on his feet, no fucking problem. And it's like, you know what? That's fucking true.
Well, the best part of that comic strip is he does that and like Billy Kane shows up. Let's go hit a bar.
Hey, Geese, what happened? Got thrown off my building again.
But bro, he does come back as Nightmare Geese though in Maximum Impact.
He does. Even that takes place before Mark of the Wolf. So
How was the stream, by the way, last night? I didn't see it.
No, it was good. We did great. It was a whole lot of fun, and we got our anime movie night on. It was
we killed it. That anime. We killed it with that anime movie night.
Was Yazzie so happy to see
Oh my god, he was. But we had to bring our A game because you understand the competition we had that night. Holy crap! So if he didn't come out,
everybody, their mother was streaming, boy. It was tough times, tough times. But yeah.
Well, I guess that is true. I was streaming that night too, and that's one reason why I kind of forgot.
No, that's cool. Hey, everybody had agendas that night. It was cool. But Mark of the Wolves, man, that's the best version of Terry Bogard. I actually like Terry Bogard in that game. I hate his guts most of the time, but he's wearing that bomber jacket. It's like, yo, Terry, you finally grew up. Good shit. And the cool thing about Mark of the Wolves is that he decides to raise Rock Howard, the son of his enemy, as his own son. So he raises him up, and that's why Rock Howard not only has moves from his father's arsenal, but Terry's arsenal too. He's actually a very good character.
Shine elbow.
Yeah, he's got like the best moves of both characters. It's like an unholy fucking union of those two characters and that kid. So, and Maximilian likes using that guy too.
Yeah,
and so does Nick.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So
in fact, more recently, used him so well that you mistook him for cheating.
Nick, you cheating?
You fucking cheating.
Good fucking times.
Yeah, so the thing about Bro is that they had an interesting system called the top system, and what it was is at the beginning of the match, you could set this little meter, and you could set it on the beginning, the middle, or the end of your health bar. What would happen is whenever you were in top mode, you got access to something called a top attack, which is like a unique attack a character could do, and you hit harder. And it was in the bonuses you got from top, depending on where you put it. So if you put it at the end of your bar, you got a huge boost in power. If you put it at the beginning, small boost of power, but hey, you have access to top attack, and that guy doesn't. And that game also had just guarding, which is essentially parrying without the danger.
Yeah,
you could do just guard by tapping guard at the right moment.
Speaking of which, yeah, it's just defend, and and it's the just defend is also in Guilty Gear, by the way. Ironically, it's also in there. You just block.
That's instant blocking.
Yeah, if you block at the very last second, you take.
But it says just though.
Yeah, it says just, and they call it just defend in that game too. If you block at the last second, you not only take no damage, but you actually get to attack. If you act fast enough, you get frame advantage.
You have frame advantage,
which means you can strike back, and that's the same in Mark of the Wolves. Matter of fact, that carried over in the SNK versus Capcom Part 2 with the K groove. K groove was the only groove with Just Defend, and Show would use that shit all the fucking time.
you do
Sorry, what?
That in
just Defend in K groove.
Fuck yeah.
So this is a weird like technical question that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. So, like,
Pi is king. That's all we need to know.
Thank you. So in the game, they talk about frame advantage, which in invincibility frames and all those other things. They're talking about the frames of animation done in the move, right?
Active frames.
Yes, active frames. So every character.
So Ken is going for just a side kick, and it says he has what the first 6 frames or something. He is open to be hit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's startup.
Startup frames.
That's we call startup frames. There's startup frames, active frames, and recovery frames.
Okay,
That's
so
what you need to know.
So if, for example, I input a kick 1 frame after he does it, but yet both of our characters take a hit at the same time, is that because I'm within startup frames?
It depends. So I'll give you a perfect example.
Try to make it as simplistic as possible, because I'm trying to analyze all of this.
I will give you the me and Soul Bro, we do this all the time in Guilty Gear. Soul Bad Guy has a move, 5K, his regular kick. It comes out in 3 frames.
That means just don't press nothing.
Yeah, 5. It's number pad notation. So if you look at a number pad, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
On your keyboard, he means
5. Yeah, on your keyboard. 5 is in the middle, so that's neutral. That means we don't hit anything. No directions. Soul Bad Guy's kick comes out in 3 frames. So that means in 3 frames, he is kicking you in the face. Then there's nothing you can do about it but block.
Right.
So if Soul Bro hits me with a move, right? And his recovery is 5 frames, I can theoretically kick him in the face. Because my move is faster than his recovery frame.
Are you including 0, by the way? Are you
Hey,
counting the
SBR. SPR, can I and Show? Can I ask you for permission to do something?
What's up?
I'm getting a. Well, it's not that big of an but
no.
In any case, I'm getting a question from Amuro NT1. He's asking if it's okay to get on the chat. He said he messaged you to see if it was okay, and he hasn't heard anything, so he wanted to ask you.
I may not saw it, but we are actually about 8 people deep on the call, and I won't be on much longer. So it's.
I was gonna say, if you want, I'll dip out.
Sure.
I just said in the chat I'm about to freaking start playing Splatoon, so I'm probably gonna be getting excited and shit. You guys are talking about fighting games anyway. I'm like, I don't want to talk about this shit.
He's beyond that now. I mean, if you want to show, that's fine. I mean, but anything, man. Overall,
no, not beyond. I'm retired.
Well, before you go, man, any last thoughts on today about E3 real quick? I'm sure we'll go more into depth about it on Anime Movie Night not Anime Movie Night on Wednesday, but anything that came to your mind about E3 before you go?
I mean, I wasn't really all too hyped going into it in the first place with the PS4 and Xbox One, simply because a lot of the games I'm even interested in are coming on the PC.
Yeah.
These guys are really fighting for IPs and titles that the other one can't have, even though the PC's in the background like, look at these fucking filthy casuals.
Yeah.
But I do look forward to the Nintendo's conference tomorrow, because anyone that has a Nintendo system, we bought it because we know we're only going to get games on those systems.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's face it. Fucking face it. If you want to get any third-party games, you bought the wrong system. If you got a Wii U. But I look forward to seeing.
Bayonetta's third party.
Not much.
One.
Yeah, they don't get much in the way of third party.
No, they don't.
Everybody gets one.
That and the fact that it was also funded by Nintendo, so that shit is not coming out for anything else.
And you guys got Monster Hunter Try, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
I don't like Monster Hunter.
Nor do I.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I didn't even know that Summer Lesson was
just like cancerous too. I'm sorry, did I say that?
Yo, shout out to
I don't even know how to react to that.
I went for the underhanded this shot, so
I don't
like Monster Hunter, period. So I
don't have cancer, so how does that affect me?
But sure.
I'm just saying. You said it's a personal problem. Yeah.
I wish it's answer in the form of an ice cube.
Hey, I'm out of here, guys.
all right, so
Ice Cube will form a tomb.
Hopefully we can talk tomorrow after the Nintendo Direct, because I'm interested in hearing what your take is on that. Yeah,
when it comes to Nintendo, don't worry, man.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll be doing a stream tomorrow night. I know you won't want to be on the stream while it's going, but after it's done, I'll hit you up on Facebook and see if I can get you in.
That, and if we're gonna do the testing for the retro stream, we gotta do it tomorrow night.
Nintendo Direct is at noon, right?
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
Yeah.
12 o'clock. Okay, cool. So we're gonna
1 hour, and 1 hour later, fucking Square Enix.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna go dive in. So after
I don't know how they planned that out.
I don't understand either. But once they're both over, if you're free, I'll get you pulled in and we can talk about both of them real quick. And Eric will be on the line with me, and so will Natalie. So it'll be interesting. And Doc too. Doc, you're going into work though, right?
I'm going to the office tomorrow.
Fuck! So. God damn it! Well,
I'm down for the Square Enix one.
You down for Square Enix? All right, cool. So Square Enix, and that's when 6 in the afternoon, I think.
Something. Square is
no idea.
Square Enix 1 hour.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of something
else. An hour
after
Nintendo.
The only thing that's after Square Enix is PC at 9 o'clock.
Okay, cool. If that's the case, then Ed, when you just hit me up on Skype. If you want to be in on the Nintendo one, I'll pull you in for that. And you could chill with us until Square Enix starts, and then I'm sure you have things to say then. But not a problem. But show, man. I hope you have a good time in Splatoon, man. And thanks for jumping on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem, man. Always glad to be here.
Yo, twitch.tv/Shoji Ramaro, by the way, if you want to see him play Splatoon, he's going in. Or hitbox.tv/Shoji Ramaro, or youtube.com/theshoji Ramaro, by the way, guys.
Who was literally standing doing nothing because I was talking to the chat, the call. And we still won. There's no way I got MVP, though. No fucking way I got MVP.
What if you did?
Second. I'm second place. Dude, just terrible. But guys, I'll catch you guys later.
No problem,
Later.
man. Have a good night. Yo, James, I saw the DLC for Arkham Knight, by the way. Looks good. I'll pull it up next. Let's get Armor in here real quick.
Hey, Eric, did you understand my my example when I talked about frames?
I did. I really did. I'll just need to learn more about startup. What was your other two? Startup,
active, and
recovery. Okay. Because what I'm noticing is when I'm playing Street Fighter and I hit like the combo says, you know, hit sure you can BB, you know, or weak. I'm sorry. What's the terminology? Fierce, strong.
Don't worry about it. Just
anyways, I just want to say the right words.
Low, medium, heavy.
You can just say weak, medium, and strong. No one's gonna, rig you over the coals if you don't say jab or roundhouse.
Yeah, right. We don't care about that.
So I'll see a combo that says, you know, do this, and this, and I'll try to hit it as fast as I can, but I don't seem to hit it as fast as I need to, and I don't understand like how the combo works. Because then I'll see like my character do it like really quick, and then the system says 3-hit combo, and I'm like, okay, I thought it was the same thing, you know, and then my brain doesn't comprehend the hit strings, I guess, with the terminology.
Street Fighter 4 is probably not the best Street Fighter to learn combos because sometimes they're asking to do something called a link. And a link is when you're putting together moves that are normally not supposed to combo into each other. So, like, weak, crouching, medium kick, sure you can. That right there, that's a link. Because you're not supposed to go from a weak jab into crouching medium kick. That's not, you know, the system doesn't, the game is saying, hey, you shouldn't be able to do this, but you're hitting the frames at the exact perfect moment, so I'll let you do it. Like, it's mathematically possible for you to do this, so you can.
Okay. Well, I'll learn more about the technicals when it's not, almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like that example, like, it's one of those things, right?
Because it's like, they show it to you, and you think you're just supposed to be hitting it, but you're supposed to be like hitting one, waiting a second, then hitting the next one, waiting a second, then hitting the next one.
But it looks.
But it
like
might be a little
faster.
faster. But
It's weird.
Yeah,
you can't just like mash the thing. It doesn't work like that.
It does not work that way.
Okay.
It's not the funnest combo type system for new people.
If you wanna play a game with a really loose combo system, play King of Fighters.
See, I was gonna say that.
King of Fighters, okay.
Yeah, King of Fighters.
King of Fighters has like the world's loosest combo system until you start playing 2002.
Because the reason why I'm asking all these questions is because I inevitably want to develop a game that basically is about 2 cats going on a stupid side-scrolling beat-em-up adventure style thing, but I want to involve like slight fighting game mechanics into it just to make it more interesting.
Final Fight.
Yeah, Final Fight, Streets of Rage, that kind of a thing. Yeah.
Yo, Harada. Yo, hold on. What did Harada say?
What?
Yo, Harada's in this video.
Of course,
talking about that demo of his.
Yeah, holy shit.
The waifu simulator.
The waifu simulator.
Oh,
for
there he is.
Tekken.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fucking Harada. Yo, by the way, that looks like a more feminine version of what's that female fighter that's in Tekken, the one that's androgynous? What's that?
Leo.
Yeah, Leo. That looks like a more feminine version of Leo. That's what that girl looks like. It's like, yo, Leo let her hair down. Good
Yo,
shit.
Harada. Oh no.
Right.
Well,
Harada's here to fuck your girl.
You know,
that Leo was a dude.
Wow.
I have seen stuff for games like this, but usually there's a lot more screwing involved.
Oh, yeah. If anything,
you guys need to see Senna and Kagura.
I was gonna say, is this like Harada steals your girlfriend simulator?
No, I was thinking of like
a
real
rolls up
girlfriend.
in your house,
sleeping your lady boy all day, yo. So the whole he's the last boss basically.
Oh my god, Ramsey says, "Whoa, he's the director. He's the Left 4 Dead 2 director. Fuck that guy." That would explain a lot.
That would indeed, man. Well, Omar, welcome to the stream, man. What was your take on today, man? Out of the things you saw, man. I'm guessing the conference you enjoyed the most was Sony, but is that true, or did you enjoy a different conference more?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't consider myself much of a gamer overall.
Right.
You're more of an import gamer from personally.
Yeah, I mean, I do import game. I do Extreme Versus. I do Gundam Breaker. I do Kamen Rider Bat Rivor, shit like that. So I'm kind of predisposed toward the PlayStation anyway, just because Japan doesn't give a shit about the Xbox, and no one develops stuff like that for the Wii. But
and PC gaming out there is kind of on the slow uptake. It's
I mean, I do. That's not to say I only play Japanese games. I certainly enjoy Western ones. Like, of course, I'm a huge fan of Skyrim and Portal and shit like that. I love God of War.
And you just bought what, GTA 5.
Well, in fairness, that was because Autumn 4 was basically sitting there. He was like that dude who sits next to you in class and pokes you with a pencil going, what's the answer to question 4? What's the answer to question 4? What's the answer to question 4? Except for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight. I got it. I got a pre-owned copy from GameStop.
Oh, there is one thing I will say, like, I was excited for the press conferences. I couldn't see most of them, if only because like I was busy until like the end of the day with shit. So I had to read everything by Twitter and by various gifs and what have you. So I couldn't keep up with all of it most of the time. That being said, most of the news I was more excited about stuff that was announced like a week before the press conferences. So. That being said, like everything in the press conferences, I was happy, but at the same time, I was just like, it'll happen in like 2 years from now.
But I will say, just regarding the conferences, I do think Sony hit a grand slam by seizing on two of the biggest nostalgia hype trains out there: Final Fantasy VII and Shenmue.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And you know, they have literally Square Enix has been milking 7 for ages. They kept saying we're not.
They haven't milked 7 since 2000.
I'm in the interest.
2010.
Like they kept saying we're not going to do a full remake of this game as long as you can still play the original on current hardware.
And didn't they hint at either last year's E3 or the Tokyo Game Show that they're gonna let you play Final Fantasy VII on the store?
Yes, they did. I remember that. Now it was at some. If it was last year's E3. It probably was last year's E3, right?
That was what everyone thought was going to be the equivalent of anything close to 7 we're ever going to get is going to be just available to play as is on the store.
And Shenmue has crossed the 1.5 million mark.
Oh yeah, man. Look at that.
I mean, I just stop and think about that. This thing got announced maybe 6 hours ago, and it's already most of the way funded.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking. Well, not shocking, but it just goes to show, like, after years of Yu Suzuki just putting it off, saying that no one's going to want to support it, he was really relying on the old system to get that game developed. And when the powers that be at Sega said, yo, we just don't have the money for this because we know it's not going to fucking do well. Even if we make the game, we got to promote it and hope that people come. And we got to make this for multiple systems, so the cost of this is going to be pretty high.
Yeah, obviously Shenmue 3 right here, and of course Iga's new game Bloodstained and Mighty No. 9 are prime examples of this new market. You know, I guess you could, I don't know quite what you call it, maybe just the direct consumer market, where
even on a smaller scale, Skullgirls and
where it's not necessarily just you don't go to the investors and try to, you know, sell your concept to a boardroom full of grumpy executives. You go to the people who are likely to buy the game and you say, would you be willing to help us make this game? Exactly. And there you go.
And it turns out, yes, a lot.
Has anybody posted this to Uwe Bo's Facebook yet?
Yeah, someone needs to.
I know for one of the biggest smiles I did have was on my Twitter when I saw Chris tweet out, "I bat Shenmue 3." So it's like that just made me smile. Like
this entire evening, I've just been kind of like sitting in the back with my martini and my monocle, going, "Yes."
Yeah, we were talking about how he'd have to walk back his Hopers and Dreamers bit about Shenmue 3 will never get made.
Oh, eat a dick.
Well, his argument would be like, I never believed it would happen, but the fact that it is a bigger surprise for me. So therefore, I was just being realistic.
Yeah, I do think
I'm channeling Chris, by the way.
I do think sometimes realism and pessimism can get mixed up.
Yeah, I also mentioned that at the time that Chris said that Kickstarter really hadn't been pulling in numbers like this, and you know, even though there were Kickstarted games or Kickstarted projects, probably at the time no one thought that a game like Shenmue could actually be funded on Kickstarter, let alone like a game like Mighty No. 9 or even Bloodstained. But now we live in a day and age where people trust these people to actually make these games, and hopefully they won't burn the goodwill that that people have given them, man. I hope people are not going to look at Mighty Number 9 too harshly if it doesn't turn out to be exactly the game they want. But I do think it's coming together.
I do hope these examples, especially Shenmue, open up a new paradigm for maybe sort of these dream project games that might never get made if it was left up to the suits to, maybe see the light of day.
Absolutely. And also gives them realistic goals on what they're going to make. Like, they're already getting the money for the game being made, so it's kind of like a very secure position to be in. And even then, after the game is made, they'll even make more money because of word of mouth, because the game being available digitally, not having to print the game up in order to mass produce it. It's just, it's a different day and age now than it was years ago, where you had to, like, make a game on cartridge, or you had to, like, print up a DVD or a CD and have to package it and then ship it to stores. And
worry about memory space, stuff like that.
Exactly. Shelf space is a big commodity in stores and stuff like that, and if the game ain't selling, it ain't staying on the shelf very long. So nowadays, the digital marketplace has made a lot of games able to be bought, and no limit on the games being sold. So it's an amazing age we live in now. There's a lot of positives and a lot of negatives for the time that we live in. I still want my game on hard disk, but I'm not opposed to buying digital games now anymore.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I will say, even though I'm probably going to agree with everyone and say that Sony, if you really have to do the who won the E3 thing, then so far Sony's definitely in the lead. But some of the stuff that got shown during Microsoft's conference did still interest me a lot. Like, I am so down for Fallout 4. And not just because the collector's edition comes with the goddamn Pip-Boy.
Oh yeah, that's.
And I feel like I'm one of the few people out there who saw the new Doom game and thought that looks pretty good.
Doom looks really good too.
Yeah, Doom looks fucking fantastic.
I kind of want. I wonder if it's the same dev team that did Wolfenstein: The New Order. Does anyone know that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, and also, of course, I'm really hyped for Dishonored 2 because I mentioned before I was part of a gaming live stream for a while until the owner kind of became a douche.
Oh damn!
And through him, I got into the Thief series, and Thief is basically the franchise that, along with Metal Gear, invented the concept of the stealth-based computer game. And Dishonored was the spiritual successor. It had a lot of the same staff working on it, a lot of the same concepts, and even a few shout-outs. Like,
that game is really hard, though.
Thief? Oh god, yes.
Thief and Dishonored.
Well, with Dishonored, you actually have the option of, fighting it out. You can go toe-to-toe with soldiers and guards, but in Thief, you can't. You have to be stealthy. And it's pretty cool, and the fact that you can actually play as Emily from the first game is really shocking, especially if you know the plot of the original and how things went.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it going if you went down maybe the darker ending paths, but it's still a real surprise to see the character take that direction. And then we got Arkham Knight here.
Oh yeah. This is a very good trailer right here.
Do I need to explain anything about this? Well,
the Joker died in part 2, and they're showing him being disposed of in this.
Yeah.
I thought his eyes were going to fly open for a second, man.
No.
That
All right, so
gonna take me away.
The really quick short version, I'm actually going to be playing Arkham City tomorrow on my live stream.
Oh, that's right.
The super short version, Arkham Asylum, Joker developed this super version of Bane's chemical, Venom, which he called Titan, injected himself with it. It fucked him up something severe. And so in Arkham City, he essentially tried to force people like Mr. Freeze and Batman to get him a cure. And then at the last second, he fucked it up by stabbing Batman in the shoulder, which made him drop the vial, destroying the cure. And he died.
And he died because.
And also, he was planning on giving him the serum anyways.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was that Joker never believed that Batman would heal him. He's like, "Hey, look," and Batman says, "You want to know what's the funny? You want to know what's the funny thing?" He's like, "I'd have saved you." And Joker goes, "Now that's a funny joke," and he dies laughing.
Yeah. I guess, do people really mind plot spoilers for the other Arkham games at this point?
Before you do,
I played them all, so
before you go forward, Eric, you were gonna say something.
I don't remember, so never mind.
All right, I'll go for it.
Memory erased.
Well, yeah, the thing is, Batman says, even after all you've done, I'd still save you. And the thing is, like, minutes before that, he killed Talia al Ghul.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
she's gone, man, and it doesn't look like she's coming back. And the bit with Joker being cremated actually happened in the post Arkham City comic.
This whole diner scene, though, is a bit of a mystery to me. Is it like some guy's hallucinating, basically?
That's Scarecrow.
It's a Scarecrow mission.
So,
That's
okay.
so I've been keeping up with this a lot. I've recommended this channel a lot. If you want to know anything about the Arkham series, it's Batman Arkham Videos. That's all one word on YouTube. This guy, he plays the game fantastically, and he's up to date with all the new info. But essentially, the whole deal with Arkham Knight, it's like a year or so after Arkham City. The world at wide still thinks Batman killed the Joker. And so the Scarecrow unites Batman's major enemies under the philosophy of he's going to come after us soon, we need to stop him. And so wait, Stanley is missing? I really hope that's a joke.
Stanley Adams? Yeah,
no. He's talking about the portrait.
Yeah, Stanley Adams in the I don't know who is that character. Anybody know?
Henry Adams. I don't recognize him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scarecrow's the ringleader, but you've got a bunch of the other big names like Two-Face and Penguin, and especially Harley Quinn wants revenge.
Poison Ivy as well.
Well, she's less involved. She was more like caught up in it.
Okay. But I understand. But I played all the other games, so I know the story. But the Scarecrow scene. So, but like, what's happening? Like, some guy is just hallucinating all of this, or is this Batman having a mad
This is a first-person perspective of a Gotham cop, I guess.
Yeah.
This, from what I got out of it, this seems to be the incident that led to all this shit going down. Like, Scarecrow starts threatening to release an even more powerful version of his fear toxin in Gotham, which forces an evacuation of the city. Right. This might be what happened, where he tested it on a diner full of people, and this poor bastard cop just started shooting innocent people because he thought they were ghouls attacking.
Yeah, so it's like a prologue to the game, basically.
Maybe.
Okay.
But the other big aspect of Arkham Knight is there's a new villain who is a completely original character, who is called the Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight, yeah. I like how he's dressed like the Batman and everything.
Yeah.
He's basically
actually,
a paramilitary
he may not
Batman.
be original. In this Batman comic that I have right now that just released, Batman 41, Jim Gordon becomes Batman, and he has a suit that looks just like Arkham Knight.
That's hilarious.
Well,
he has a suit of power armor that looks just like Arkham Knight.
It can't be Jim Gordon though.
Yeah.
No, it
There's no way Jim Gordon's body is that.
I mean,
small.
you mean in the game? No.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Well, that's why the power. Well, they said the same thing in the comic, but that's why it's a suit of armor. It's power armor.
And he does have like an actual suit beneath that. He has an actual bat suit underneath that.
Yep. And Jim Gordon, he's a former Marine, so it's it makes sense.
If that were the case, that will be very awkward.
It would be because this Jim Gordon and him work together and
no, I'm just saying because of statues. I'm just if anyone knows what I'm talking about, then
I have
they
no
know.
idea what the hell you're talking about.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but
Riddler trophies, you mean?
If it's a spoiler, then don't worry about saying it. But
then let's just say if you have a collectible.
I know what Don's talking about.
The statue actually gives away the reveal of who it is.
There was a thing where like the Amazon pre-order showed all the crap that came with the limited edition of Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
And it had this statue, and there was a very spoilerous line on it.
Oh,
the thing is, they've been teasing that in the latest spoilers, particularly with the opening narration. So.
Oh, I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
Regardless, I'm saying regarding the circumstances, if that were the case.
Yeah.
So, but I don't necessarily see that. I mean, it's. I think it's. To be fair, I feel like I think the whole Jim Gordon thing is kind of a coincidence, more so than anything else. Than just.
Well, I do feel like they've been trying to do their best to shoot down all the fan theories about who the Arkham Knight is. Like, they show the Joker's cremation, and there were a lot of people who thought it would turn out to just be the Joker. He faked his death and all that lame cliche crap.
Super dead.
Or there were people who thought
dead.
Yeah.
there were people who thought it would be the Arkham universe version of Jason Todd, and then they showed nope, the Red Hood is in the game.
Yep, Red Hood's there. Can't be Nightwing. Can't be Damian because Damian doesn't exist.
Wouldn't make sense for Nightwing.
What about John Paul Valley?
No,
Azrael. Azrael's in the game. He was in the last game.
The Azrael in the game seems to be the Michael Lane incarnation.
Yeah.
I thought it would be John Paul.
Nah,
No,
He
it's
has
not.
elements of Valley's costume, but the little bits under the you get to see under the mask make him look dark skinned or possibly, African descent, and that points toward Michael Lane.
All right. Speaking of, I love Azure's costume. Like that's a sick outfit.
Damn, I totally forgot what video I was going to show. God damn, I had a good one too in my mind.
Yeah, you get the general idea. They've been showing off a lot of stuff, like the Batmobile being fully integrated with the game. And they've talked a lot about how everything is meant to be a vast improvement. Like the graphics for the Batmobile, the Batmobile itself has more graphics and textures than the entirety of the Arkham Asylum game.
Yep.
And this whole game would not fit on the discs that they used to make the previous two.
Oh, god damn.
That's the reason why they aren't bothering to release it for PS3 or the 360.
It's fucking wild, man.
And there's they're adding some weird stuff like what they call dual play, which is basically scenes where you'll be fighting alongside Nightwing or Robin or Catwoman, and you can pull a combo move where like Batman will throw the guy into the air and then Nightwing will come up and do a slam attack, and then you'll change controls and you'll be in Nightwing shoes.
Oh wow.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
Takedowns or whatever.
Yeah. And there's other stuff like there's a fear takedown where you can, if you're quick about it, you can get up to 3 thugs at once by just sort of rushing in and getting them. All sorts of fancy shit. They are pulling out all the stops because this is supposedly going to be the final game. Bearing in mind, they don't count Origins because that wasn't them.
Right.
That's true. So it just kind of like a guide-in type game right there.
I don't count it either. See, as it sucked.
It was a different development.
Real talk.
Well, yeah.
It was such a messy, such a messy story.
Pretty much.
Fucking up. But man, trying to see here. There was a video I was gonna show real quick that I just thought of, and now it's gone like a fucking vapor. God damn it.
My bad.
No, it's not your fault.
Video games.
Yo, definitely not FIFA fucking 16. FIFA 16. You can keep that shit.
What was that pirate game that is it Rare?
Ubisoft.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's Rare. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rare. It's I just saw it a few seconds ago. I'll get it. It's
But I was going to say, just jumping back a good while, that whole Toho thing. Yeah, the character I said I thought you would play is one of the few people in that setting who doesn't use magic powers and just basically fights bare knuckle.
Oh shit! Yo, any word on Dragon Quest? I know it's coming out here, but I wonder if they're gonna be showing it on the floor. Dragon Quest Musou. Any?
Probably gonna.
The
have to
first
wait.
one's already out, isn't it?
In Japan, it is, but like a stateside
over
release.
here. You probably have to wait for the floor.
Fuck.
I mean, they announced the sequel about it the day that the original was released.
Yo, Barnes says Sea of Thieves. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Correct
Also, shout outs to Jay and Mario in the chat. He says Xbone Elite Controller 149. That's more than the estimate price of the Wii U gamepad. Yo, shit, that's crazy then, because that shit's got a TV screen on it. God damn.
Oh, and to briefly explain that 1-minute death battle thing you ran, just as a quick reference, the dude who created Toho is a gigantic JoJo fan.
Oh yeah,
no way.
The Sakuya character is an homage to Part 3 Dio.
Is she a vampire?
She is the maid at a mansion that is run by 2 vampires.
Oh,
but she is not. She's believed to be a human being, just extremely long-lived. She just looks like a teenager.
Oh wow.
And she fights using knives and time freezing, and she even her special move is actually called Sakuya's World. And it looks exactly like Dio's special from Heritage for the Future, where freeze time, throw knives, pose, restart.
Exactly what's on that.
And they do stuff like that. Like someone's got a special attack called Redstone of Asia.
That's pretty cool. David says, I believe they announced October 13th for Dragon Quest Heroes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
I'm just wondering what they'll manage to Musou next. They've gone all over the place.
They did everything at least once.
I mean, they did
Musou.
They did Greek mythology, didn't they?
Probably.
They did the 100 Years' War. And they've dipped into all sorts of crazy anime franchises.
That they did, especially old One Piece, man. But,
One Piece.
Ramses, we already kind of got that. Oh, that's right. That was weird. So I've
Kamen
played Kamen Rider
Rider.
Bat
Kamen
Rival,
Rider.
which was an unofficial
yeah.
Sword Muso. But a
Right.
while ago, Bandai took out a trademark for Kamen Rider Muso. Nothing ever came from that.
I mean,
Maybe they were
that
willing
was
to
like-
call it that, and then they're like, "Hey, I got a
No.
better idea."
Well, the thing is, Koei owns the rights to the Muso name, so they couldn't just do that.
Well, maybe they were just getting their in case shit.
Maybe.
That's one of. I mean, honestly, look, they buy
I know.
rights to everything just in case for anything and everything, regardless if it's video games, movies.
Oh, and I assume you saw the shit about what's it called? About the updated version of Zelda Muso they're doing.
Oh,
yeah, for 3DS, right?
It's going to add Tetra and the King from Wind Waker.
Rumor has it they might actually add a female Link as well, but that's rumor.
I think people are just really reading way too far into that one trailer
Probably,
from
yeah.
last year.
Oh, it's like, hey, I'm sorry, it's androgynous shit.
Exactly. Oh, hey, it's a new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, this game looks pretty good, man. I'm not much of an Assassin's Creed player, but I know a lot of fans of Assassin's Creed, man, including I know Varnus enjoys the game, so does our friend Takara. Big
I liked
enjoying it.
I liked Assassin's Creed, but my interest sort of started petering out when they milked the Italian Renaissance setting a little too much.
Hey, man, that's still a great character, by the way.
Oh god, yeah, that sounds fantastic.
No, but yeah, by the second game of the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy, yeah, it was pretty solid. It just kind of wavered in the end, and then something happened, and then everything meant nothing by the third game.
Didn't they lose their original writer like twice or something?
Something like that. That's really, if that's a good enough reason why the entire story went to Jet or Shit, I should say.
All right.
Sorry.
Good night, Natalie. Good night, Mario.
Good night.
Good night,
Assassin's Creed 3 was like
people.
the only Assassin's Creed game I ever bought, and I like to keep it that way.
Oh.
Yo, Mario,
Well,
thank you for
Kind of came in at the worst part, apparently.
Mario, thank you for being in the chat.
I like the
hosting it
setting.
well. I mean,
That's
yo,
about
Setting's nice.
thanks for rocking it with us in the chat, man. If anything, I was reading your tweets throughout the night, man. Good stuff, sir, and I hope you have a good night. You too, Natalie. You have a safe night, a good night's sleep. I'll see you in the morning. I'm sorry, I'll see you in a few hours.
Be sure to come by my stream at 10 Eastern when we're going to be doing Arkham City.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll
In
be
the
at
evening
work.
over.
Hey, Sobro,
I
are
figured
you
that-
doing the same thing? So, are you doing the same kind of call thing for the Nintendo stream, or what?
We are indeed. It'll be tomorrow at 10. I'll be starting the pre-show at probably about 11:15.
Eastern or Eastern?
AM at Eastern Standard Time. You got it. And then at about 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to jump on Skype and gather all the people that are going to be on the call. So
It'll be Shinjuku Station presents Eric crying.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, Nintendo's great. Natalie wants me to do one like solid.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Shit.
Take her home. Take her home.
Metal Gear. I have to put myself in the mood.
Colonel.
Colonel.
Grab battle. Snake, you're going to need a mine detector to get through this hallway.
A mine detector.
Ooh, girl, I want to bang you. I can't do that one.
Of course, I want to fucking bang you. He's quoting Metal Gear Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Also, Soul Bro, since I brought it up, could you maybe pull up the Dishonored 2 trailer?
Yeah, I'll pull that up next. I'm just pulling up the EV Fire trailer right now for Assassin's Creed, but I'll pull up Dishonored, and that'll take us home because I am signing off after that.
Jacob
after
Fry.
Dishonored
I
trailer.
gotta go to work.
Yeah.
In this game, the role of the assassin will be played by Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah. Yo, many thanks to everybody who was a part of this today, by the way. Everybody who was on the call, watching the streams, all that stuff. I went extra long. I actually didn't expect to be up this late, but actually it was time well spent. I've got plenty of videos to upload to YouTube. They probably won't even be done uploading by the time I wake up in the morning.
E3 is always a fun time.
Yeah, it was fucking
There
great,
he
man.
is.
Yo, 'cause, remember last year, Eric and I did this with the Game Riffers, and although it was fun, it wasn't this fun.
There was twice the amount of people in this call.
Oh yeah, probably.
Probably.
We
Makes no sense given.
Man, this woman has got no sense of mercy, does she?
Nope.
No, she don't
I mean,
care.
the furnace for one guy, a press for another. Damn.
Yeah, but she's a badass assassin that doesn't need no man. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I wonder. Oh God.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know.
murder her
I don't
brother.
even know what the bottom part of that cane stuck through when it was holding into that dude, and then she sheathed her sword back into it.
Well, of course, whatever happens, we can be certain of one thing. It took twice as long to create her character model as it did any of the men.
Yes, it did.
Yes. It took them years to do this.
I wonder
Why?
how. No,
Because they don't know how to make
it's a
one.
joke. Basically, they said the reason we don't do female characters is because they take longer to make.
It was in what, Unity, and like there was
Unity.
like there was like 4 main dude characters, and there was no female assassins, and their only response basically back was that it takes a long time to generate a female model, and
Yeah.
everyone's just like, no.
Yeah, it's like Boyhood, you know.
Yeah. 12 years in the making.
12 years. to make
Well
a
said.
Gee.
Well fucking said.
I never saw Boyhood, but I'm actually gonna watch
So no one
Birdman.
else, apparently.
And if anybody says they did see it, they're fucking lying.
Hey, how good or bad was Birdman?
Oh, that's a really good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man. Fucking lots
It's a
of
Michael
fun.
Keaton movie, right?
Very well fucking
Yeah.
done.
Should I go over Dishonored for anyone not familiar, or would that just be needless rambling?
Needless right.
That-
This random.
yeah,
That
probably
might be
needless.
It's
That's
It's
wiki
late.
for that over there.
We can save it for another day.
oh
Yeah.
wow.
It's steampunk. It's sort of stealthy assassin-y stuff. And they do a karma system where if you run around killing everyone, you get a worse ending compared to if you just knock people out and you do good guy things.
Mhm.
Yeah, she is the main character of this a female this song?
The main character of the first game was the bodyguard for the empress of this one nation.
Yeah.
She got killed, he was framed, and he had to fight off the guys who seized power.
Yeah.
They've set that's the mask you saw at the start, that was his mask.
So
They've said that character Corvo is going to be back.
yeah.
This is the Empress's daughter, who is strongly implied in the first game to be Corvo's daughter as well.
Yeah, she looks like fucking a female version of Lelouch.
Emily Caldwin. Interesting character.
Well, we can understand why Amuro would be interested.
No. She was a cool character.
No, she needs the blue hair and that's it. Or green. I forgot. It's been a while.
You're thinking of C2.
Yo,
Whatever.
look at fucking Zero up in this build of this fucking piece. Yo, son.
Oh, and the other.
You know what's amazing is that I said that, and I legit have like on my rotation of wallpapers is fucking like Code Geass on there.
Yo, son.
I'm literally looking at her. I don't know how like it's late. Okay, I gotta go. I should go.
All right, Doc, man. I'll be getting enough sleep,
Nah,
man.
you're
I'm
not.
sorry, dude.
That's good. That's
Yo,
fine.
have a good night's sleep, man. Be
Take care.
You know, good night. I do wonder. I'm trying to. I believe in the first game, Emily was voiced by Chloe Grace Moretz. I
Oh,
wonder if she'll
seriously?
reprise the role.
Oh, we gotta look up that IMDb then. Oh,
But yeah, that's
damn.
also Corvo's folding sword she's using.
Yeah, Dishonored was a very well-reviewed game,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of people.
It was one of those games I think that got good reviews but didn't get a lot of press and attention.
Yeah, it got plenty. I mean, glad to see it's getting a sequel, especially how well-reviewed it was. Yo, damn, she's become the darkness.
It had a really interesting and unique sense of style.
Mhm.
Oh, and I should probably explain. You also get superpowers, like these weird magic powers granted by a being called the Outsider,
Yeah.
who's vaguely implied to be this sort of.
Amuro.
What?
Amuro. We asked. We said if we wanted to learn, we can.
God. I'm sorry. It's just a really cool setting and concept.
It is. It's-
It actually is. I actually had a
Sleep.
bit of an interest in playing it when I saw the first game a couple years ago when it came out, and it's like, yo, this series looks. I never played Thief, but I knew Dishonored was like a game that was connected in that universe, and seeing this
well.
one.
If your computer can handle it, the Steam sale has it for $5 right now.
Oh shit, that's not too bad. I've got to scrounge up $5, but that's after I buy Ryu.
Yeah, but like I said, the main difference. between
Actually,
this
you
and-
need one more dollar for that.
Yeah, no fucking
He's
doubt.
He's $6.
Yeah, the pocket change.
I will say just real quick, like I said, the main difference between that and Thief is just that you can actually stand and fight if you want. In Thief, you couldn't.
But yes, if anything, shout outs to Amuro for being on the call, as well as Dalo at the last minute. Dalo, if anything, I hope you had a good E3 day. It sounds like you did, for the most part. Lots of surprises for everybody. Lots of fun.
I'm only happy that The Last Guardian is now a thing, I guess.
Yes. Hopefully that game will come out sooner than later.
Oh, can just chill now. Everybody that's been like,
because last year, when Eric and I were doing the commentary, that's all I was saying. Is like, they're going to show The Last Guardian, or they're going to show it. They didn't show shit.
Nope.
And it's like we were a little miffed about that. But this year they opened up this conference with it. So shout out to Sony for that, man.
Which I said to myself, are you fucking shitting me? You're going to open with that?
Hell yeah, they should.
In a good way.
Yeah,
because I was like, "What the fuck? Are you serious, man?"
They dropped the mic like 5 times during that conference, man.
Yes.
It was fucking pretty cool.
Yeah, the stage guys probably had to repair a lot of microphones.
Yo, audio technicians on call.
Oh God, what were those videos? I'm trying to remember. It was like E3. Was it E3 2013 or 2014 where you had that person doing the recaps of all the different conferences?
It was last year that
the dude with the British accent.
Dude, the British accent?
Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
No. I worked with him?
No, it was on YouTube.
Oh, well shit, I'm not sure. But real quick, I want to thank Super Phoenix, Detox, Dollar Lance, of course, my boy Eric, aka Crestborn, aka Eggman. Make sure to follow him on Twitter at Powerborn and at Eggman. That's E66M4N. Make sure to go to twitch.tv/Powerborn and youtube.com/Powerborn.
Oh yeah, by the way,
PowerBorne. Go there, hit the follow button on those streams and channels because they're up to big things. I want to make sure they get as many views as possible. So go there and hit them up. Dollar, go ahead.
Yuri's Revenge is better than Red Alert 2. Just saying.
Do what?
Yuri's Revenge is better than Red Alert 2.
We actually were playing Yuri's Revenge. I thought we were playing Red Alert 2, but we're doing Yuri's Revenge. I'm learning that fucking game. It's weird, but I'm learning it.
It's the most solid. It's the most solid Command and Conquer game.
Armor, looks like you found the video.
It's the abridged version. It was E3 2013 by Video Gamer TV. This shit's hilarious.
Not bad, not bad. By the way, shout outs to Ed the Crimson, of course.
Yes, always good to be here.
And last but not least, Armor NT1, thank you very much for rocking with me. I just want to say, before we close out, at the time of the end of this recording, Shenmue is at $1,582,161. $500,000 left to get the 2 million. It is a great fucking day. Shout out to Yu Suzuki and everybody involved in that, and I hope that I get to play that game in my lifetime.
I'm sure by the time we all wake up, it'll be completely funded.
Woo! That is
we'll be talking about stretch goals.
Yeah, hell yeah, exactly.
By the time the sun rises on California, it might be finally funded.
Probably, yeah. It seems like the rate it's going, it'll be funded in just a few hours. So props. The rest of the world's waking up and they'll find other news and they'll donate too. So not bad. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and release the call. Detox, Eric, I'll see you guys in the morning for the stream. And if Natalie's still hanging around, I'll see you in the morning too. And Ed, I'll see you as well for the Square Conference. So we end like Flynn. But all right, guys. Hope y'all have a great night.
Okay.
Have a nice night, y'all.
Good night.
Take care.
Peace. Yeah, I gotta restart my computer, so I had to release the call. But shout out to everybody in the chat real quick. I just want to archive the moment. Armor NT1, Austin 932, Boss Johnson, Detox, Ed the Crimson, Mr. Lee Majors, Natalie, of course, Powerborn, aka Eric, Ramses, David, Rising 7, Robin, Varnus, Corrad 97, and JN Mario, Jose Noel. Yes, indeed, in the building. Yo, shout outs to you, sir. And those are the people in the Hitbox chat, over in the Twitch chat. We got Orktastic, and of course my man Zephram. Yo, Zephram, how you doing? And of course, Yup is over there holding it down, probably passed out. That's cool. Thanks for watching the stream over on Twitch, of course. And again, my name is Bro Ryu. You can follow me on Twitter at Soul, S-O-U-L, Bro, B-R-O-R-Y-U. I'm the person who runs Level 9 here on Twitch. I'm part of Shinjuku Station Podcasting. And you've been watching E3 with Shinjuku Station Podcasting. If you want to check out any of these archives, if you see at the top of the screen, youtube.com/Shinjuku Station. We did one for every conference, and tomorrow morning we're going to have a back-to-back with Nintendo and Squaresoft. So we're going to be going in. It's going to be great. Hope to see you guys tomorrow morning. Let me turn that down. It's getting out of hand. tomorrow morning is going to be at 11. I'm going to start the stream, the pre-show, as early as 11 a.m., but we're going to go live at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time to prepare for the Nintendo Direct. Should be awesome. I hope to see you guys there. And Ramsey says, I know it's going to sleep, but damn it. Hey, man, take a nap, man. It's going to be okay. For you, it's still, it's 3 in the morning here. So it's gonna be like 7 hours away. I could work off of 5-6 hours sleep, so I'm good. But if anything, we'll see you guys in the morning. If not, you can run it back on the archives on youtube.com/Shinjuku Station. Unless Nintendo says fuck us and does away with us. But anyway, I thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or in a few hours. Peace.
So it's been a lot of fun, but, well, I guess that's all.
I don't wanna go alone without you. Wish I had someone to come and take me home like you.
In the next 4 or 5 years, do you think Al Sharpton will be president?
Never. I don't think Al Sharpton will be president of anything except for the Association of Greasy Motherfuckers. Zing, Al Sharpton, don't with me.
A very stylish girl. How do I look?
Proof that black and white can work together as long as we get paid.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now?
What are we gonna do?